And here we go, back once again, except here tonight, we are watching the Miami Heat take on the Philadelphia 76ers in Philadelphia, but we can pretend we're in Miami. We can pretend we're out there in the sun and not up here in the cold, dealing with the effects of the blizzard, but it should be a good game today. Two what I would consider pretty evenly matched teams trying to fight for relevancy here in the East Coast. Let's go ahead and let's start the show. Yep. We are back once again, back like we never left. We are in the building today. Philadelphia hosting the Miami Heat. I wish we were down there, Miami. I wish we could be out there in the sun, shine bright. Instead, we're up here having to deal with the adverse effects, the adverse situation here with the blizzard, but it's okay. We'll pretend. We could just pretend. I need Miami to come out with the victory today so we can continue to pretend. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't even really matter. We are in Philadelphia. The game is in Philadelphia here at Miami, traveling up northeast. I'm sure they're going to be feeling it today. So advantage to Philly in a big way. Because I'm sure these Miami players like Bam Adebayo, who we will start with, best player on the team, in my opinion. I don't even really think there's an argument for anybody else right now. But I would say big advantage for the Philadelphia 76ers here today over the Miami Heat because just simply the weather situation. Obviously, there's travel involved here from Miami. I'm just going to say simply because of the weather and going from sunny Miami, Florida, South Beach, all the way up to cold Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I will say it's not that cold up here in the Northeast today. It was actually a pretty decent day, hovering around the 40s, around the 40s, high 30s, low 40s. It's depending on where you were in the Northeast. But either way, this should be a good game. Miami's coming into tonight 3 games above 500, 31-28. Philly coming in a couple more than that, but sitting at a 32-26 record, not far ahead of the Miami Heat at all in the standings. As a matter of fact, we could also pull up the standings. Let's also pull up their injury reports for both sides because we know specifically Philadelphia has dealt throughout the tenure of this Joel Embiid era, has dealt with a ton of injuries. Twilson, what's up, Twilson? Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Justice Dad, of course, what's up, Justice Dad? Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Fung Pei, my guy in the chat earlier, what's up, Fung Pei? Check out the standings real quick just to see what separates these two teams, and technically, it is only a game and a half. 1.5 games. They're 2 back in the loss column, so a win today for Miami would go a long way, who obviously would love to battle out of the play-in area. Philadelphia just barely holding on, a half game ahead of Orlando and a game and a half ahead of Miami here for that 6th seed. That will obviously guarantee them a trip to the playoffs rather than having to fight for it in the play-in scenario. Orlando and Miami, neither of those teams want to be involved in the play-in scenario as well. Miami, very familiar with the play-in. They'll probably end up in there because they love playing in the play-in. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? They love playing in the play-in. Whereas Philly, they have played in the play-in before in order to make the playoffs that year. They got smoked by the Knicks in the first round. Just saying, just wanted to bring up NBA champion New York Knicks in any scenario I can. But the Miami Heat, only game and a half out of the 6th seed. They're not even too far away. They're 3 games behind Toronto for the 5 seed. So honestly, the 5 and 6 seed kind of up for grabs. I think the top 4 is pretty much decided between Cleveland, New York, Boston, and Detroit. The Knicks and Cleveland will be battling for that 3 seed. It's kind of probably going to lean more towards the Knicks with the injury news on James Harden. We'll see if he'll be able to play through that. But as far as like battling for the play-in spots, Philadelphia holding strong, but not too big of a lead here, not too big of a lead. Joel Embiid did miss a bunch of games in a row. He did return the other night. So here tonight, look at the injury report here. Let's start with the Miami Heat. Norman Powell is questionable. You guys can let me know whether or not he is available to play today. Nikola Jovic is out. Davion Mitchell is out. And shockingly, Terry Rozier remains out. Obviously, Terry Rozier is out. Funny that he's still on the injury report. But Davion Mitchell is actually questionable for the game today. Norman Powell is questionable as well. I mean, I'll go to Twitter and pull it up because we are about 30 minutes away from tip-off. So I'll pull up, see if I can pull up an official injury report to see if they ruled him out yet. Miami Heat. All right, that didn't come up. Injury report. And I can tell you right now, Joel Embiid is playing today, I believe, right? Yeah, he's not on the injury report. He's playing today after missing the past 5 games. And this is for the Thunder. Oh, Twitter search function is awful. Awful. Not just bad, awful. Truly horrendous. Let me pull up the Miami Heat official account. All right, starting lineup here. So Norman Powell is playing. Davion Mitchell is also playing. Cool. The other starters will be Andrew Wiggins, Pell Larson, and Bam Adebayo. Okay, cool. As far as Philadelphia goes, do they have anybody who's questionable? We know Joel Embiid is playing here today. Johnny Broome, Marjon Beauchamp are out. All right, so everybody except for Paul George is available to play for Philadelphia here, who's obviously out serving the 25-game suspension. So everybody is healthy here for the 76ers. Everybody healthy here for the Miami Heat, except for Nikola Jovic, who's out. But honestly, not that big of a loss for Miami with the way he's played this season. So let's go ahead. Let's start our pregame rundown. And we're going to start not with Dominic Barlow. We are not starting with Dominic Barlow. We're going to start with Bam Adebayo. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? Bam Adebayo, 18.3 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game. He started the year not rebounding all that well. Now he's approaching 10 rebounds a game. I'm pretty sure that is approaching a career high for Bam Adebayo. As a matter of fact, I would like to pull that up, his career stats here, because I'm pretty sure that's a career high, or at least approaching it. I don't think he's ever really been a 10 rebound a game type of player. I could be wrong here, so let's double check it. He did it in his 3rd season, did it in his 4th season, did it in his 3rd season, 5th season, and 7th season. Is this already his 10th season? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is his 9th season. My goodness. It is not his career high. His career high is 10.4, which he did 2 seasons ago, 23-24 season. So he has hovered around 9 to 10 rebounds a game. Although since he hit 10 rebounds per game in his 3rd year, he's hovered around 9 to 10 rebounds. So this is very much on pace with where he's been throughout his career. See, this is why you got to double check things, right? You got to fact check yourself. 45, I'll round up for him, even though he's about 44.5. 45% from the field, 78% from the foul line, 33% from three-point range. He's having a really nice, solid season. It's going under the radar because are we really keeping track of just like Bam Adebayo having a really nice, solid season when his team is 31-28, still in the play-in? Not really. So it's kind of an under the radar season for Bam Adebayo, who I think is playing excellent defensive and offensive basketball here for the Miami. He is kind of having to step up here, especially with the injuries to Tyler here for a majority of the season. And the way they changed their offense, we'll get to it in the next slide when we talk about Tyler Herro. But Bam Adebayo has really had to take a much larger burden of the offense here in terms of like having to create for himself in a lot of scenarios. I think he's done a pretty good job of it. Obviously, the efficiency, not so great. Not so great for a starting center in the NBA, but he is an undersized center. And the defense has been there as usual. The offense and the creation is still there. 18, 10, and 3 is definitely a really nice stat line for a starting center in the NBA. And the thing he's really worked to improve on this year is that three-point shooting. He's getting it up there. The volume is up there for Bam Adebayo. As a matter of fact, let's pull up the volume. He is shooting it so far this year at the highest volume of his career, and by a wide margin, almost doubling his volume from last year. Last year was 2.8 attempts per game. This year he's about 4.8, so let's hover it up. 3 to 5 attempts, upping it from 3 last year to 5 this year is pretty impressive, while also kind of maintaining the percentage he had. Last year he shot at 36%. Last 2 years he shot at 36%, but on very low volume. This year, upping the volume, percentage slightly down. But at 33%, obviously, still some room for improvement. 28 years old. He's trying to expand his game. He's going to need to, especially if he wants to play alongside Kel'el Ware, and they want to expand his game a little bit more as he gets older here. He's going to lose some athleticism. Has already lost some athleticism. He was jumping out of the gym when he was younger. Now, he's still really athletic, but not really a freak athlete the way he was early in his career. David Jr. said that Bam's girls better. I mean, Asia Wilson literally has MVPs on her shelf, so that is not a crazy thing to say, brother. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Naughty Ghost. These Florida teams worry me. Miami feels like this year's Pacers. No, they do not, brother. No, they do not. I don't think a single team in the East Coast, any of the top 4 teams, are worried about the Miami Heat. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, they really struggle to create in the half court. Their offense has been very gimmicky this year, and there's a very big reason as to why. They started the year for like the first couple of weeks, maybe even a month, as one of the 5 best offenses in the NBA, and they've had a precipitous drop since, and has since much more leaned on their defense to get their offense going so far this season. There's a reason for that. Very gimmicky offense. Teams starting to figure it out. Now they can still score. Obviously, I'm not saying they're bad at that, but I think come playoff time, they're going to really struggle in that regard. Let's get to Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro, who at one point was the 6th man on this team, wanted to be a starter. They threw him in the starting lineup. He has, by the counting stats, thrived in that area. Wayne Unreal Dev, what's up, Wayne? Another stream with Chevy. Appreciate you, brother. This is the best time, day, night. Hopefully, my team wins this time. Who you got today, Wayne? Who you got today? Tyler Herro, 21 points per game, 4.5 boards, 3.2 assists for Herro. All of this perfectly fine, well and good, right in line with his career averages, especially since entering the starting lineup. 48% from the field is really good. 36% is actually really, really dipping low to where he was previously in his career, hovering over 37, 38% from three-point range, around 36, not too far off. But the thing that has really taken a drop from Tyler Herro is that playmaking. Now, we talked about the gimmicky, and that's a derogatory way of describing their offense, but it is a little bit gimmicky in the way they run their stuff. But Tyler Herro thrived and does thrive in a pick and roll game. Suns Gen with a very generous 5 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness, brother. Appreciate you. What generosity, Suns Gen. Thank you, man. My goodness. My goodness. Wayne says, I'm rooting for the 76ers tonight. They seem strong. Hope they win this game. I would probably lean towards Philadelphia as well, especially with Joel Embiid returning here. We'll see. We'll see if Bam Adebayo, what Bam Adebayo is cooking for Joel Embiid today. Shout out to my guy Suns Gen. If you guys received a membership from Suns Gen, make sure you go ahead and give him a thanks, man. Appreciate you, Suns Gen. What generosity, brother. Way to start the night. Way to start the night on the right foot. Tyler Herro has really struggled to play make outside of the traditional pick and rolls. The Miami Heat run the least amount of on-ball screens out of any team in the NBA. They have completely flipped around their offense this season. They ran one of the highest. They had one of the highest rates of on-ball screens last year. This year, one of the lowest. Suns Gen said, support what you believe in. Appreciate you, Suns Gen. My goodness, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Mohammed, what's up, Mohammed? I think the 76ers will win today. I think they definitely have the edge, especially also being home. So definitely lean towards 76ers today. But don't be surprised if Miami shocks you. They can get hot. They can get hot. And they are mostly healthy despite a couple of questionable, a couple of guys being on the injury report with being questionable to play today. They are playing, right? They are all playing. Davion Mitchell was questionable. Norman Powell was questionable. Both of them are in the starting lineup. Raymond said, I believe the 76ers as well with Embiid back. Yeah, with Embiid back, that does shift the balance of the floor. I think if Embiid were still out tonight, I'd maybe give the edge towards Miami. But with Embiid back, he did look pretty good in the last game. He scored 26 points in 27 minutes, so right back, picked up right where he left off, and he's back. He's back. Now, he's got a tougher matchup in Adebayo today, so we'll see. We'll see. But as far as Tyler Herros go, with his playmaking, it's taken a huge drop with the change in their offensive system and their philosophy. Just a lot of put your head down and drive to the rim and kind of crash the defense, kick out, swing out, attack the open lane, and just try to collapse the defense as often as possible for either finishes at the rim or kickouts to open shooters. Again, it's a little bit gimmicky. They have since the start of the year, teams kind of figured it out and then started guarding them differently. And they have since kind of revamped a couple of things, introduced a lot more screens on ball, still significantly lower than where they were last year. That's kind of helped grease the wheels a little bit for their offense. But Tyler Herro overall, even though like the stats look pretty traditional to where he's been throughout his career, maybe slightly down, I think the playmaking is a huge hit for him in that regard, and that he's not really the greatest drive-in kicker. He's good at it. He can do it, obviously, but not the biggest aspect of his game. He definitely wants to come off of screens. He's not the best ball handler. He's not definitely somebody who could, give you a couple of dribble moves in a row and break a defender down, really. He's kind of, I don't want to say struggled, because look at the efficiency. The efficiency's still there. 48% from the field, 36% from three-point range with 21 a game is really nice, but I think overall it's been more of an adjustment for him in the way he would probably prefer to play, but we'll see. We haven't covered a Miami game in a while, so again, I would like to really intently watch them today, see what they do and what are the new things they've incorporated into their offense. Tosin said, I'm calling the upset they're winning. I would not be surprised. I think it's mostly even, this matchup. I think Philly still has the advantage. They are missing Paul George tonight, so that definitely still evens the playing field that much more. But I think they're pretty evenly matched. Like I said, only a game and a half separates these two teams in the standings. So it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility for Miami to win. I just think I'd give the slight edge to the 76ers. One, they're at home. Two, it is a big difference from being down in Miami right now to traveling up to Philadelphia post-blizzard. Although the weather is starting to warm up a little bit here as we are vastly approaching March. But I would still give the edge to Philly today. Maybe slightly, but a little bit of an edge, a little bit. Norman Powell has kind of been the steadying rock of this team, although the stats are slightly down from where they were to start the year, which makes sense. He started the year without Tyler Herro, and since Tyler Herro's come back, the scoring's gone down a little bit, but the efficiency has largely stayed the same. 47.5% from the field, 39% from three-point range is excellent. 83% from the foul line is great. He started the year on fire. Could not miss to start the year. So in comparison, it seems like the stats have fallen a little bit. But I think for the most part, it's just been a very regular kind of natural regression to the mean for Norman Powell. Still an excellent season. 3.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists. Not the greatest in terms of the intangibles for Norman Powell in that regard. But he fits like a glove on this team. I don't know if he raises the ceiling of this team or if he raises the floor. I think he's more so of a floor raiser. He's really solid. And I'm pretty sure, didn't he make the All-Star team this year? Either way, he's had an excellent season. And he's fit like a glove. I wrote down here, Powell's improved even from last year's unexpected leap. I still hold true to that belief, even though if the stats have come slightly down a little bit with the introduction of Bam and Herro after they started the year, where Bam was kind of in and out of the lineup with some knick-knack injuries, and Herro was entirely out of it with I think it was a toe injury or a foot injury, whatever it was, ankle injury. But with their big three back fully formed, they're kind of trying to kind of battle out of this play-in situation. Tonight would go a long way in that process. They're going to need Norman Powell to step up here tonight for sure. Nadigo said, if I were a betting man, I'm not. This is the kind of game I'd be confident betting on Miami. There's a reason I'm not a betting man. I've definitely been there, being like, I feel great putting in this right here. I think this team is going to win. And then, obviously, that team gets blown out, right? Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? Nadigo said, I think he did as an alternate because of the nationality requirement. Yeah, but then one of the world guys got injured, and then they allowed Brandon Ingram to come in and play for the world team. So for the USA team, it was just weird. I wish they would just go back to East to West. And even if they still wanted to split it up into like 4 teams, I guess. I don't know how we do it. Figure it out, though. Don't do this world versus USA crap anymore, though. Just do regular East-West, and then if you still want to split up the teams and do a round-robin type of things, figure it out from there. Justice Dad, what's up, Justice Dad? Let's get to Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is subjectively one of my least favorite players in the league, but he's good. He's solid. I got nothing against Andrew Wiggins. The biggest thing is that his inconsistencies can drive you crazy. And as a Knicks fan, I know all about inconsistencies. Hello, Mikal Bridges. Hello, OG Anunoby this season. But it feels like Wiggins is trying to find his game his whole career, right? Like, we just not entirely sure who Andrew Wiggins either is or wants to be. I think he's kind of he's hitting his 30s now. He's 30. I think he's kind of filled into a lane that he's comfortable in now. But he's an average defender on most nights, but every now and again, he becomes one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He has an unreliable jump shot, but every now and again, he'll knock down 6-7 threes, and you'll go, oh, really? Andrew Wiggins has the touch tonight? Or he can't miss a mid-ranger, and it's one of those nights, right? He can be hit or miss. He is almost the definition of a wild card to me in the NBA, although he has been a little more consistent here with Miami, so I'll give him grace there. But overall, throughout his career, that has definitely been the sentiment for him this year. He's been much more consistent, still a little bit of a wild card. We'll see what version we get of Andrew Wiggins tonight. Tanaj reminding people to like button. Appreciate you, Tanaj. If you guys are enjoying the show, please go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. Tosin said the game points over definitely hitting the lock. Okay. Up to you, brother. We'll see. We'll see. We thought Denver-Boston last night was definitely hitting the over, and there was a rock fight. Nadigo said, I like the three teams. That was the best All-Star break in like 2 decades. There was good ones. There was good ones thrown in there. We forget about the good ones because we don't really care about the All-Star game. There was a couple of years ago. There was the season, unfortunately, where Kobe passed away. They really played hard in that All-Star game. Became the Kobe Bryant All-Star trophy. There was that season where the All-Star game was really good, really fun. They had the Elam ending. Remember, we all thought the All-Star game was fixed with the Elam ending, and then the next year, nobody cared. So we'll see if they care next year, if they stick to this same format. I think that's ultimately what it's about. You need your stars of the game to care. And I know a lot of people have tried to pin that on LeBron. I don't know why we're talking about this now, but real quick. I don't know why people have tried to pin that on LeBron. Like, well, LeBron, he's got to play hard. I'm like, ain't nobody asking no 40-year-old to lead the way. Like, it has to be your stars. It has to be your best players in the league. And Jokic and Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 3 best players in the league, guess what? They don't care. And they have not cared the past 3 or 4 seasons while they have been the face of the best players in the league. And that has gone a long way for not having people not play hard in the All-Star game, rather than looking at the 38, 39, and 40-year-old guy to be like, how come that guy's not playing hard? That guy's not playing hard enough. Therefore, the young guys won't. And it's like, no, man, it should be the other way. The young guys got to lead the way. Where's the competitive spirit for Jokic? Where's the competitive spirit for Luka? Where's the competitive spirit for SGA? Those guys don't got it. They don't want to be out there. They don't want to hoop. They don't even want to show up. And it showed because neither of those 3 guys really participated during the All-Star game on Sunday. Now, that's a different topic for another day. But let's stop blaming the 41-year-old for everything that's wrong in the league and start blaming the dudes who are literally the best players in the league today. They gotta bring it. Right? And the guys who are on their way to being the best players in the league, like Anthony Edwards and Victor Wembanyama, they're looking at the guys who are the best players now, and they're going, those guys don't get it. Edwards and Wemby, we got it. We got it. And that's what led the way for this All-Star game. The future, not the present. And certainly not the past, because they're old. They're old. Anyway. Let's keep it moving. Let's get to Nikola Jovic. Nikola Jovic is not playing today. That is probably a good thing for Miami. As you can see through his counting stats, he has not had a good season whatsoever. Almost nothing has been redeemable for Nikola Jovic this season. I even wrote down here, the only thing developing with Jovic this season is his facial hair. It's looking bad. It's looking ugly. He got like the mustache and a little goatee, little chin hair, little chin kind of scraggly hairs he's got growing out there. It looks bad. That's the only thing developing with Nikola Jovic this season. It's been a rough season. He's not shown any type of improvement in any aspect of his game. He's out with an injury right now. I don't know. He's still young at 22 years old, but I say this all the time. That clock in the NBA is a lot faster than people give it credit for. He's got to show up. He's got to show out. He's got to give them some kind of sign that there's life here in his career, or else he's going to be on the outside looking in. He's going to be moved to a different team. He's going to be given another shot there, and if he doesn't come through there, he'll find himself out of the league by the time he's 25. We've seen it happen multiple times with young guys. Even if he's 6'10", and we like the makeup of him, and you know, his skill set is there, it could happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. There's only so much potential can bring you. He's now 22 years old, going on 23 years old. Time winding down. Andres Strauss? Andres? What's up, Andre? Thanks so much for the subscription, love, from South Africa. Appreciate you, Andres. Shout out to Sons Gen. Ariel De La Cruz, what's up, Ariel? Do y'all think the Heat can win? They can. They for sure can. Any team can beat any team in the NBA, brother. We get to Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware has been a controversial figure here during this season for the Miami Heat. Not because of him, but because of his usage. Erik Spoelstra doesn't really seem fully bought into the Kel'el Ware experience as of yet, for whatever reason, whether it's motor, inconsistencies, role. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the back. I don't know what's going on with the team. I don't know what's going on in practices. I have seen the interviews. I've read the articles. I still don't entirely know what's going on with Kel'el Ware and why Erik Spoelstra seems reluctant to lean into the Kel'el Ware experience. I don't know entirely what the reason is. But he has shown almost, and you want to talk about going from Jovic not really showing flashes this year to Kel'el Ware showing all the flashes. East Bay Verge, what's up, East Bay? Happy to see you back, brother. Jason, what's up, Jason? Naughty Ghost said for real though, Ant, Wemby, Cade, Brunson all carried the All-Star series. I mean, Brunson not so much. Cade, Ant, Wemby, definitely Ant, definitely Wemby, for sure. The future of the league's in good hands. Maxey's another one of those guys that also helped carry. Brunson not so much. Brunson, what, 28, 29 years old? I'm not considering him with the young up-and-coming All-Stars. Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware, you want to talk about young, up-and-coming players? 21 years old. He's shown all the flashes in the world. A 40% three-point shooter this year. 11.4 points, 9.4 rebounds. He's coming off the bench. They are not going to start the double-big lineup of Ware and Adebayo. Maybe he doesn't like that, but either way, Heat fans have definitely been frustrated in Kel'el Ware's usage this year, whether it has been minutes or role, some of the lineups he's put out there with, a short leash he seemingly has with Spoelstra right now. I don't know entirely what the reason is. But he's definitely capable. Maybe it's some tough love. Maybe they got future plans for him, and they're just, you know, giving him some tough love, hoping he explodes into a much bigger player down the line, and this will be all beneficial in the long run. Either way, he's playing really well. He's playing really well. He can dominate games, whether it's on the board, from the three-point line, with his offense, with his defense and shot blocking and rim protection. Can definitely dominate games as a lob threat. He's got the size, the length, the athleticism. And he has not been fully unleashed yet here with Miami. Maybe, like I said, it's some tough love. And again, I haven't watched every single Miami game this season. So if there are Miami fans in the chat, let me know your opinions on what's going on with Kel'el Ware and if you're happy or not with how Spoelstra has utilized him this year. Jaime Jaquez has been the unsung hero of this team, or maybe the fully sung hero of this team. I don't know. You guys let me know. Again, David Rios, did the Miami game start yet? Not yet, about 7 more minutes. Usually 10 minutes after tip-off is when the games usually get going after the advertised start time. So if they say if it starts at 7, it'll tip off at around 7:10. Speaking of, let's go ahead and put that up on the screen now. Let's lower that volume. There we go. Jaime Jaquez, 15 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, 4.6 assists. When I talked about the offense not really favoring the skill set of Tyler Herro, the offense is fully favoring the skill set of Jaime Jaquez. I mean, he is 6'6", big, strong, wide shoulders, wiry build, can get to the rim, good solid finisher, can read the floor very well. And so he's the kind of guy, he hits you one move and he puts his head down and he goes to the rim, and he does a really good job of reading the court after that. The offense has really favored him, 15, 5, and 4.5. If they were having a better season, he'd definitely be in the running for sixth man of the year. He is super integral to what they do, and when he is missing and when he's out of the lineup, you definitely feel it, because Miami's offense really starts to sputter without him. Like I said, he has benefited the most of anybody on this team with this new offense this season. Davion Mitchell is the starting point guard of the Miami Heat here, almost kind of, because they don't really have any other guards on this team. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Fly shirt? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Davion Mitchell, 9 points per game, 7 assists. Is solid. It's nice. 47% from the field, 40% from three-point range. A lot of this is on low volume. Doesn't take a ton of shots. Just tries to do enough, tries to set up his offense, tries to get his guys going. It's really kind of his role. He's a point of attack defender who's really good at it. His size obviously limits his defensive impact. 6 feet tall is good, but not great. David said, do you think Tyler Herro is going to get more than 8 points? I don't know, brother. That's why we watch the games. He definitely averages more than 8 points, I'll tell you that. Davion Mitchell, 1.1 steals. He's a good, solid defender, but he is maybe not a starting point guard in the NBA. Like I said, he's just kind of starting because they don't really have any other guards on the team. He's good, but nothing too spectacular about Davion Mitchell. I do think he's been much better than I definitely anticipated him getting that start, but they're definitely getting the most out of Davion Mitchell this season as I think you can get out of Davion Mitchell. I think this is kind of the peak of his career right now. We get the Pell Larson, who's just kind of your prototypical solid 3-and-D wing. At least he would be, in theory. He's not really much of a three-point shooter, but he has been able to kind of carve out a Christian Brownish type of role. Christian Brown, we watched last night for the Denver Nuggets. It's kind of how Pell Larson also plays, where you think he's more of a three-point shooter, and he's not. He'll let it fly with no hesitation to keep the offense going. Not going to endure Josh Hart. He'll let it fly to keep the offense going. When he's open. 10.3 points, 3.4 rebounds, 3.3 assists. Does a little bit of everything. Comes off the bench. Solid defender as well. 6'5". He's got decent size for an off-ball like him. And he's just really solid. Young player that continuously trying to find these young guys that they can continue to develop. Miami's excellent at that, finding the guys coming out of nowhere. Late second-round pick, Pell Larson. And he's carving out a nice role here for Miami. But definitely not the kind of player that I thought he was going to end up being where he was in college. At Arizona, 31.6 points, 31.6% from three-point range. I definitely thought he was going to be a better shooter than that in the league. Eric C., what's up, Eric C.? Cooking yet again? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Simone Fontecchio, who I'm pretty sure, I could actually pull up their last game, but I'm pretty sure is kind of on the outs of their rotation right now. Only kind of plays spot minutes here and there. And when he does play, 36% from three-point range. He started the year as like a 47% three-point shooter. We knew that was going to drop at some point. It has, and has dropped precipitously. It's now down to 36%, which is good, but not great, not dangerous, not special, which is where he was to start the year. He's also under 40% from the field, so he doesn't give you anything outside of the three-point shooting as well. 8.5 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, 1.5 assists is from Fontecchio. It was nice. Nice, 9th, 10th, 11th man in your rotation when fully healthy for the Heat here. But honestly, unless he gets super hot from three-point range, he's not really going to change the game around too much. Just kind of eating minutes for their more impactful players. Now we get to Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey. We only have about 3 minutes to go, so let's run through it as fast as we can. We know what Tyrese Maxey can do. He is a blur with the ball in his hands. 29 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 7 assists is excellent. 40% from the field, about 47% from the field. He is high usage, low turnover, high efficiency guard. So when people tell me Cade Cunningham can be more efficient and is going to turn the ball over because he handles it so much, look at Tyrese Maxey. Right? Just as much high usage. Now he's got a little bit more talent than Cade Cunningham with Joel Embiid when he is healthy. The thing is that he's not always playing, and yet he's still able to maintain the averages, which is incredibly impressive. Drillano, what's up, Drillano? Joel Embiid, 26 points per game, 7.5 boards, 4 assists. He just came back from injury. He had 26 points in 27 minutes. So he's picking up right where he left off. He should be very good today. And he has been getting healthier, although he was out with the 5 games with injury, so we'll see how he moves. We know the injury really impacts his rebounding and his defense, not so much his scoring. He's kind of changed his game up a little bit to be more perimeter-based with more jump shots, especially those mid-range shots out of the high post. We will see what he looks like tonight against a really good defender in Bam Adebayo. And the size of Kel'el Ware might give him some issues as well. Paul George is still serving that 25-game suspension. He was really good, really solid for the 76ers this year. Cook up Brando. What's up, Cook? I need Norman to get 15 and Bam to score 12. Watch they sell for me. It should be a good game. Ben, what's up, Ben? Yes, sir. Shout out Sons Gen for the gifted memberships. Of course. Appreciate you, Sons Gen. Of course, man. Very generous of you tonight. Eric C. Drillano got the Pistons all day. Very true. Don loves to eat. What's up, Don? Without Jovic, Bam is going to have to carry this team. Without Jovic is not giving this team almost anything this year, brother. VJ Edgecombe is one of the better rookies this season. He's definitely solidly behind Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple going for Rookie of the year this year. 15.1 points, 5.3 rebounds, 4.2 assists for DJ Edgecombe, though. He has just been excellent for rookies, just gotten overshadowed by two incredible rookie seasons from the other two guys. Quentin Grimes, one of the better backup guards in the NBA this season. We know what he can do. Once a Nick, always a Nick. The efficiency hasn't been great from him this year, but the defense is still solid. And Kelly Oubre and Dominic Barlow in starting lineup, by the way. The defense is still solid, really good. The shot making is still there when they need it. Almost 4 rebounds, almost 4 assists is really good for a backup guard as well. 13, 4, and 4 solid. Kelly Oubre in the starting lineup since coming back, he's been great for them. 14 points, 4.7 rebounds, 1.4 assists with some really good solid perimeter defense as well. He's been excellent as a slasher and finishing in the paint. Getting ready for tip-off. I really want to get to Dominic Barlow real quick. Justin Edwards isn't really part of the rotation. Demona's their backup big. Rim runner, rim protector. It's really all he does. Catch lobs, throw it back in. Andre Drummond not a part of the rotation. Lost that spot to Adembona. And Dominic Barlow's in the starting lineup. He got his 2-way contract converted to a full-time contract because he was so good so far this season. All right, we made it to Dominic Barlow. That's who I wanted to get to. Dominic Barlow has been just kind of everything you want out of a 4, especially a young developing 4 at 22 years old. He's been really good this season for them and has really been coming on as of late. Really confident right now in where he is. But let's go ahead. We're getting ready for the tip-off. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and pull up our game cast for you guys. Battle for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It is going to go to Miami, I think, gets the ball first. Philly gets the ball. All right, Embiid has it up top, being guarded by Adebayo. They hand it off to Maxey. Maxey coming to his left off the handoff, gets to the foul line, pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Bam with the rebound, pushing it the other way. Bam up top. He settles for the mid-range jumper over Embiid. He can't get it to go. Barlow with the rebound. Here comes Maxey. Maxey has it on the right wing. Inside pass to Embiid. He's got positioning on Bam. Leans in. Goes up with the layup with the right hand. Got it to go for Embiid for the first shot. First basket of the game. Embiid bullying his way to the basket. Getting it to go. Forgot to start the timer. We're only 30 seconds into it. Davion Mitchell has it up top being guarded by Maxey. They get over to Powell. Norman Powell over to Adebayo. Adebayo gets it over to Larson. Larson on the left wing. Tries to lob it down low to Andrew Wiggins. Gets fouled by Maxey. Eric C. said, Chef got the open shirt vibe today. We're chilling. We're wishing we're in Miami today. We're in Philadelphia, unfortunately, but we're wishing we're in Miami. So I had to rock out with the Hawaiian shirt vibe today. The vacation shirt. Powell on the right wing. Pull-up 3 for Powell. Can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul on Edgecombe. He doesn't get it. Here comes that Oubre bringing it down. Go over to Maxey. Over to Embiid. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Straightaway 3 for Embiid. Comes up short. Good boxing out from Andrew Wiggins. Here comes Norman Powell off the rebound, bringing it down the other way. We're still at 2-0. They kick it out to Bam. Swings it up top to Wiggins. He'll fire up a 3 over Oubre. He can't get it to go. Oubre secures the rebound. It was over Barlow, but my bad. Oubre with the rebound. Here comes Maxey. Over to Edgecombe. Right wing 3 for Edgecombe. Both of these teams just firing away right now. My goodness. No hesitation from either side. And neither side can knock down a shot. A pull-up 3 for Norman Powell gets fouled, but they call the foul before the shot attempt. 10:20 to go. Andrew Wiggins will inbound it. They get it into Larson. Larson tries to get it over to Embiid, gets knocked out of the air by Oubre. Oubre bringing it down. Stops, spins, pump fake, and has to kick it out. Good defense from Bam not to go for the shot fake. They get over to Embiid, spins down the lane, under the basket, layup, got it to go for Joel Embiid. Bam not wanting to be too aggressive and pick up a cheap foul there. That just gives Embiid the layup. Norman Powell pull-up 3, got it to go. Finally, a jump shot went down for either side. Finally. We had 2 lates for Embiid. And a bunch of missed 3s, but finally Norman Powell takes the lid off the basket and knocks down a left wing 3 for Miami. Now 4-3. Under 10 to go. Maxey up top, driving to his right. Foul line, mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Norman Powell with the rebound, pushing it down the other way. Powell home run pass to Larson. Spins in the lane, has to kick it back out. Edgecombe doing a good job of cutting him off. Out to Powell. Pump fakes, now puts up the 3. He comes up short. I don't know what's going on tonight, but neither team is bashful about putting up jump shots right now, and neither team can make one. Here comes Edgecombe driving the other way. Pulls it back out. Good defense from Wiggins to get it out to Embiid. He'll fire a three, and he's going to get it to go. Okay. All right. It is a 3-point contest so far to start, and Philly's up 7-3. Davion Mitchell has it up top to get it out to Norman Powell. Norman Powell gets it back out to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell will line up a three, and he'll get it to go. Okay. Trading threes for threes for threes. Ronald Sager, or Segier. What's up, Ronald? RLP, what's up, RLP? Back at it again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maxey driving the baseline, smokes the layup, looking for a foul call, and bam, doesn't get it. Here comes Andrew Wiggins, turning on the Jets, leaves it off for Larson. Larson throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Did not want to attack Embiid there. I wouldn't be too worried about Embiid as a rim protector right now, not really able to explode to protect the basket. Maxey driving it down, pulls it back out, kicks it out to Embiid, back to Maxey. Maxey a deep straightaway three. Maxey gets it to go. And I'm not going to lie, not a ton of defensive pressure out here from either side, which is why both sides feel very comfortable putting up these jump shots. Guys just aren't really putting hands up. Maxey pull up three off a steal, got it to go two straight for Tyrese Maxey to put him up 13-6. Okay, Maxey getting it going. Davion Mitchell bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. They go over to Larson. Larson back to Mitchell. Sprays it over to Wiggins. Wiggins on the left wing. Gets it to Bam in the high post. Left wing. Faces up against Embiid. Jab step. Puts up the jumper, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for two. Got Embiid with his hand in the cookie jar. It's one foul on Embiid. And Adebayo will go to the foul line for two with just under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Durston, what's up, Durston? Hawaii 5.0 with Sheffy. Love this shirt. Good to see you. Good to see you, Durston. Happy to see you, brother. Eric C said Miami's going to lose 109-97. Miami's going to lose 109-97 Sixers. I can see it. Bam at the foul line, knocks down the first free throw. If Miami's going to shoot it like this and they're going to let Maxey walk into wide open threes, we'll definitely happen. We'll definitely. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Maxey's tough. Maxey's tough. Bam, knocks down both free throws, 8-13 here. We got under 8 to go. They get over to Embiid, Embiid up top. Hands it off to Maxey. Maxey off the handoff, straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Maxey getting them up there. That's already his fourth three-point attempt tonight. Bam Adebayo pushing it the other way, goes right into Embiid, goes under the baseline, picks up his handle, pump fake, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get the foul call, fight for the loose ball. Embiid has it, shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. He's going to put it in the post. They show a double team, leans in, gets it over to Barlow. Barlow wide open under the rim. Larson not doing a good job of staying connected. Gives up the wide open cut to the rim. And a two-handed slam for Barlow. Here comes Davion Mitchell bringing it down. Mitchell on the right wing. Up top to Larson. Over to Powell. Swings it over to Bam. Bam taking the baseline. Blows right past Embiid. He gets the easy scoop layup to go. And the foul. And the foul for Bam Adebayo. A little touch foul for Dominic Barlow that they gave Bam there. Go to the foul line for one more. Bryos Bornido? What's up, Bry? As a Miami Heat fan, I can see the team scoring 97 points. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it for sure. Bam at the foul line for one more here. But he misses the free throw. Can't be missing free throws in this situation. Down 5. He did knock down the first two. Down 5, though. 15-10, they get over to Embiid. Embiid with no hesitation, straight away, three off the pick and pop, can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo doing a lot to start the game. We're quickly approaching the halfway point in this first quarter. Fast-paced game. Bam has it in the post against Embiid. Pump fake, leans in, fall away midi. Got it to go for Bam Adebayo. Beautiful move from Bam. Embiid looking for an answer as he brings it down, goes right into his chest, leans in. Can't get the layup to go, but a foul is called, and Embiid will go to the foul line for two. I think that's a foul on like Wiggins or something. 6:35 to go. Eric C said, as a Knicks fan, I could justifiably say I miss IQ. Maxey reminds me of him. Well, they did play together at Kentucky. Fun fact, Knicks were planning on drafting Tyrese Maxey before Philadelphia took him just a couple of picks before the Knicks were up. And so the Knicks pivoted, traded back in the draft, and then picked up his backcourt mate, Emmanuel, quickly. What a difference just a couple of picks could make, right? I think the Knicks had the 23rd pick or something like that, and Philly had the 21st pick, and they used the 21st pick on Maxey. And ultimately, the Knicks then traded the 23rd pick, traded down, made a couple of other trades, ended up with the 25th pick, and that's the pick they used to get Emmanuel quickly. Which, by the way, a lot of people felt like was a reach for the Knicks, and obviously worked out extremely well for them. It's 15-12. We got our first time out of the game here with 6:35 to go, halfway through the first quarter. We're flying through. We're flying through. Jay Lopez, what's up, Jay? Coco Brandon said it's our defense. Miami's defense? Or Philly's defense? Who are you rooting for, Brandon? Eric C said, fun facts. You're in your thinking chair. Lucas could do. So coming out of the timeout, Embiid will get the 2 free throws. This is the earliest game of the night, tipping off at 7. There's one other game, I believe, also tipping off at 7. We can go look at it right now real quick. But also look at the rest of the NBA slate. So the Hornets playing against the Pacers here. The Hornets have been playing excellent basketball as of late, so they should be able to pull this one off against the Pacers. It's 14-10 early in that one. We got Wizards Hawks. Not too interested in that one. Not too interested in Spurs Nets. The other option of the other game we thought about covering tonight was Rockets Magic. We have covered a bunch of Rockets games as this season. We've also covered a numerous amount of Magic games. I haven't covered too many Miami games since the start of the season, not covered too many Philly games so far this season, so I figured this is a little bit of a better matchup. I think kind of both teams in a similar situation anyway. And then we have Blazers, Bulls at 8, Kings, Mavericks at 8:30, Lakers, Suns at 9. This is all Eastern time, by the way. Pelicans, Jazz at 9, and Timberwolves, Clippers at 10, the late game on Prime. It is Prime, what is it, Thursday? Prime Thursdays, right? All right, here we go. We are checking back in here. Embiid will go to the foul line for 2. Andrew Wiggins is the one that picks up the foul, by the way. No foul on Bam, which is important, obviously, being matched up with Embiid. Embiid can be a little bit of a foul grifter, getting guys into foul trouble early. So Bam doing his best to not pick up fouls to start this game. Embiid knocks down the first free throw. Got another one coming. Jay Lopez, I love betting on games, but promise I won't ask any annoying questions. You can ask whatever questions you want. I just may or may not give you the answer you're looking for. Quinn Grimes subs in here. Embiid goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. He is a knockdown free throw shooter. 17-12, a 5-point game. Davion Mitchell bringing it down. They get it over to Wiggins. Wiggins has it up top. Jab step. Gets it over to Pell Larson. Larson coming to his left. Stops. Cross-court wild pass. Goes into the third row over the head of Norman Powell. Bad pass from Pell Larson there. And so Philly will bring it down here already with the 5-point lead. They've held control of this game for a majority of it. Embiid hands it off to Maxey, coming to his left, pulls it out, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid up top being guarded by Davion Mitchell on the mismatch. They swing it around. Quentin Grimes wide open left corner 3. Got it to go for Q-Dot. Lines it right up, and it's an 8-point lead for Philly, 20-12. Jaime Jaquez is in the game. Spins off of Oubre down the lane, goes up, gets the layup and the foul for Jaime Jaquez, who, like we talked about in the pregame, has had a spectacular season this year. Trying to get those 3 points right back, going to the foul line for one more. Oh. Love when ESPN takes away our setup. There we go. Jaime Jaquez is averaging the most points off the bench this season. Like I said, if Miami were a little bit better record-wise, maybe if they end up in the top 6, Jaime Jaquez should definitely be in the conversation for 6th man of the year. I don't know if he should win it, but he should definitely be in the conversation. Under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point. Jaquez did knock down his and one free throw. Grimes driving to his right off a handoff. Gets stripped by Davion Mitchell. Leaves it off for Jaquez. Hit ahead to Wiggins, and Wiggins dribbles it off his own foot. My goodness. Philly quickly pushing the other way off the inbound. They get it to Embiid in the post against Bam. Down the lane. Flips it up to the left hand. Can't get it to go. Good defense from the Heat not to foul. Bullet pass hit ahead to Norman Powell. Pump fakes driving to his left. Down the lane. Scoop play with the left hand. Can't get it to go. But Bam, out hustling down everybody down the court. Gets the putback layup for Bam Adebayo. They try to lob it down low to Embiid. Quinn Grimes just throws it away. Embiid and Grimes looking at each other, the palms up in the air. And then Jaquez beats Grimes down the court. Can't get the layup to go, but they do call the foul. Bam was right there for the putback as well. But they didn't need it. Well, they kind of wish they did get it. Either way, Jaquez going to the foul line for 2 free throws here. 20-17. Jaquez to the foul line for 2 has already changed the tenor of this game. They put Jaquez's stats up from last year. He had a huge sophomore slump of a season after a really good rookie year. Last year was worse, and this year has almost doubled his statistical output. Brando said, need Bam to get 4 more points and Powell to get 12. Bam hitting Powell looking iffy. I think he'll be all right. Norman Powell is the kind of guy who gets on fire for stretches. You know, he doesn't average 22 a game by accident. Jaquez knocks down both free throws. The Fleas, Bam getting busy. He is. He's using that athleticism and Embiid's limited mobility against him here so far. They're trying to get it to Embiid, and Bam fouls him, battling for positioning. They call a foul on Bam. Bam can't believe it. 20-19. Off the made free throws. Maxey coming to his left off the Embiid screen. Pulls it out, being guarded by Mitchell. They get it into Embiid, being guarded by Wiggins now. They take Bam off of him. Fall away mid-range jumper over him. Got it to go for Joel Embiid. Like I said, he's completely changed his game to become almost entirely perimeter-based. And it's worked out for him. A pull-up 3 for Norman Powell. Can't get it to go. Edgecombe with the rebound. Here comes Maxey. Maxey bringing it down. Rhythm dribble, sidestep 3. Got it to go for Tyrese Maxey in transition there. He is not bashful tonight. That's already his 3rd made 3. He is up to 9 points. All of them coming from those pull-up 3s. Wiggins has it in the post against Edgecombe. Backing him down. Leaning in. Pump fake. Steps through. Gets stripped. But a late foul is called. Quinn Grimes immediately signals to the bench for the challenge. I don't know if they want to use their challenge there, but we'll see. Tyrese Maxey with his 885th career 3-point field goal made. They just put it up on the screen. And that already ties the franchise record, which is held by Allen Iverson. So Tyrese Maxey, after tonight, will lead the 76ers' entire history in made 3-pointers. Boy, oh boy, is the league changed. Zenith Becker Banks. What's up, Zenith? Is that an NBA Cup shirt? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sometimes you got to celebrate the small victories. And when your team lets you down, you got to remember to celebrate the small victories. After a very disappointing loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wiggins knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Andrew Wiggins knocks down both free throws, 25-21. Forgot to restart the timer. Got 4:15 to go. 76ers bringing it down. Maxey up top. Another pull-up 3 from Maxey. Comes up short. Long rebound right to Davion Mitchell. He's bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Tyler Herro, who just came into the game. I didn't even recognize Tyler Herro coming off the bench again. They get it into Jaquez. Goes up with the layup. Got it to go off the nice pivoting in the paint. Off the nice interior pass from, was that Herro? Either way. Nice offense for Miami there. Trendon Watford is in the game. Spins in the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Kel'el Ware snags that rebound over Bona. Nice rebound for Ware. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down. Crossing over to his left. Shoves it over to Herro. Herro swings through, down the lane, draws the foul. And it will be 2 free throws. I thought we were going to say foul on the floor, but it's 2 free throws for Tyler Herro here. 3:30 to go here in the first. And after a very fast-paced first 6 minutes of the game, it's kind of been a little bit of a slog with both teams finding their way to the foul line here. So Herro can tie the game at 25. He knocks down the first free throw to get it to 24. He's got one more coming. Jabari Walker coming in here for Barlow. And Cam Payne, once a Nick, always a Nick. Nick legend, Cameron Payne coming into the game here. Herro does knock down both free throws to tie it up at 25. Here comes Tyrese Maxey directing traffic. They get it over to Wofford. Wofford hands it off to Payne. Payne coming to his right. Picks up his handle. Gets it out to Maxey. Maxey coming to his right. He's got the rookie Jaquez switched on to him. Maxey's going to dance with it down the lane. Puts up the floater. Got the floater to go. And the foul for Tyrese Maxey. The Flea said, when did that happen? Cam running with the ops now. Yeah, they signed him pretty recently. A couple of weeks ago they signed him. He is now in the rotation. He's in the rotation here for Philly. I think his second stint with Philadelphia, right? Isn't it the second stint? Wasn't he with Philly the year the Knicks beat Philly in the playoffs in the first round? Maxey knocks down his and one free throw. Jaquez over to Ware, over to Herro. Herro coming to his right, pulls it back, being guarded by Maxey. Driving it down, gets it out to Ware. Ware ran off the line by Bona, putting his head down, attacking in the lane. A wild flip shot. Wild shot for Kel'el Ware. Maybe that's part of the reason they don't play him more often. Cam Payne pump fakes from three. They get it over to Maxey. Maxey dancing with it against Larson. Crosses over, spins to his right. Loses Larson, but can knock down the pull-up jumper. A highlight wasted. They kick it out to Cam Payne. Cam Payne on the right wing. They get it out to Wofford. Trendon Wofford hits Maxey coming back door, but he can't handle the pass. Larson dives for it. Here comes Herro pushing the other way. Herro down the lane, takes a bump, puts up the floater. Got it to go for Tyler Herro. He's definitely looking for a foul as well. He didn't get that, but he did get the basket to go down. Back to a one-point game it goes, 28-27. Cam Payne up top, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey back to Payne. Payne and no hesitation three on the right wing. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kel'el Ware with the rebound. Here comes Herro. Pushing the other way. Picked up by Jabari Walker. Herro on the right wing. Isolating. Crosses over. Swings through down the lane. Puts up the floater with the left hand. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul on Jabari Walker. It's going to send him to the foul line for two. Ron going back. See, he's hooping. He is hooping. He's up to 12. 4 for 10 from the field, though. He's taking 10 shots. He has not been bashful about putting up them jump shots. Suns Gen said, who doesn't have fond memories of Cam Payne? Very true. Suns legend, Knicks legend. When the Knicks needed him most, well, not really, because he could have came through in that Pacers series. But when they needed him, he did come through in that Pistons series last year. He won game one. The Knicks won game one on the back of Cam Payne going crazy in that fourth quarter. Shout out Cam Payne, man. Joseph Taylor said, good game so far. It should be a very good game. Teams are fairly evenly matched here. Jelano said it won't happen again. Yeah, because Cam Payne is not on the Knicks anymore, brother. It can't happen again. G4 with the G4. Herro's going to have a game. Just coming back. He's just coming back from an injury again. Like 18 points. He's hooping so far tonight. He got 4 points, getting himself to the foul line over and over again here. Coming out of the, I think he'll go to the foul line coming out of this timeout. Either way, he's playing very well tonight. Yeah, he is going to the foul line. He just drew a foul, so he'll be at the foul line for 2 free throws. He's already up to 4 points. He's gotten himself to the foul line a couple of times. Sons Jen said, I love that guy. He's definitely a vibes guy. If anything, even if the on-court stuff starts to go awry, definitely a vibes guy. A locker room guy. It sucks that the Knicks couldn't hold on to him just as like a Udonis Haslem type of player. Like, just have him in the locker room. Makes everybody feel good. Put the smile on everybody's face, The Fleet said, just like a Detroit triple, never again. I mean, we'll see. We will see. We are under 2 minutes to go. Should sync up our timer. 1:56 exactly to go here in this first quarter. Both teams pretty even so far here tonight. Bryce said, Miami bench. Hope this group has more minutes than the starters. You're more fan of the Miami bench. Between Larson, Jaquez, Ware, Herro, and Jonas tonight. Ware's doing a good job of cleaning up the glass. Jaquez and Herro doing a good job of leading the way offensively here. If they didn't get anything out of Larson and Jonas other than just solid defense and good ball movement, I'd tend to agree. Here we go. Herro at the foul line for his 2 free throws finally, after the timeout. Miami is in the bonus for the final 2 minutes here. Herro does knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We're tied at 28. Could actually give them the lead here. I don't think they've had the lead the entirety of the night. They haven't. Embiid scored the first layup. Oh, no, they did. They knocked down a 3, and they took a 3-2 lead. And Herro does miss the second free throw, so it will remain tied. Here comes Campaign bringing it down the other way. Campaign gets it over to Wofford. Wofford hands it off to Maxey. Maxey coming to his left off the bonus screen. Swings it out to Wofford. Ran off the line. Back up top to Maxey. Wide open straightaway 3 for Tyrese Maxey. Got it to go. And there it is for Tyrese Maxey. He is now the franchise leader in 3-point field goals made. There it is. They get it over to Jaquez. Jaquez out of the mid-range, pump fakes. You should never, and then he draws the foul driving to the rim. You should never go for a Jaime Jaquez pump fake, man. That guy does not want to shoot jump shots. Everybody giving a nice rounding ovation to Tyrese Maxey. Honestly, it's a little bit more indicative of how bad the 76ers franchise has been since Iverson left. Covington is second, or third now. Kyle Korver's fourth. But it is very indicative that Allen Iverson led the franchise for that long, considering the era he played in, which was not a heavy three-point attempt era. And how bad the 76ers franchise has been since that era. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Jonas, dancing with it. Jaquez split the free throws, and Maxey another 3, adding to the list. Now he's feeling it. Now he's hooping. That might also explain why he is not bashful shooting the 3 tonight. They get it out to Larson. Larson driving it down in the lane. Kicks it out to Jonas, so left, right wing 3, and he answers right back with a 3 of his own. Keeping this one close. 34-32. Wofford has it up top, hands it off to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Jaquez. Maxey dribbling it down, crosses over to his right, pulls it back, pump fakes, gets it over to Payne, back to Maxey, coming to his right, attacking, leans in, draws the foul against Jonas, the rookie. I'm pretty sure it should be a foul on the floor. They're going to give him 2 free throws. They're going to give him the 2 free throws. Ron said Maxey is solid tonight. Oh, he's more than solid. He is now 18 points in this first quarter alone. 18 points for Maxey. 6 for 12 from field. 4 made 3-pointers tonight. Maxey knocks down the first one. Tyrese Maxey knocks down both free throws. 36-32, 4-point game. I think Miami doing a pretty good job of surviving this Maxey onslaught. 19 first quarter points for Maxey. It could be a special night. Jaquez has it. Kick it out to Ware. Ware pump fakes. Gets it over to Larson. Gets it over to Herro. Maxey went for the steal. Herro ends up with a wide open three, and he gets it to go. Maxey puts his hand up. My bad. And it's back to a 1-point game. Again, after that onslaught from Tyrese Maxey, Miami doing a great job. 36 first quarter points for Philly, but 35 for Miami. A step back three for Maxey. Throws up the air ball. Loose ball. Jaquez picks it up. 3/4 court heave. Not very close. And that's going to end it. JP Drums. What's up, JP? Good play calling, man. Appreciate you, JP. Appreciate you. We try. Just that 20 in the first. Impressive for Maxey. 6 for 13 from the field. Really impressive for Maxey. He's taking a lot of shots. 13 first quarter shots is a lot. It's a lot. But clearly it is his night, right? They knew he was only a couple away. And they have the video package ready. They're playing the video package. This is the Philadelphia broadcast, by the way. We're watching it on League Pass, so we have a choice. We're watching the Philadelphia broadcast just because it is Maxey's night. Might as well. But yeah, they have the video package ready to fire up here for Tyrese Maxey, knowing he was going to break this record tonight, or at least, over the next game or two, they knew he was going to break the record. And he came out firing, knowing, let me just get this out of the way in the first quarter as quickly as possible. Let me get this out of the way. He came out and he was hunting threes. Now, he knocked down a bunch in that first quarter. We'll see if he continues to have that range tonight. 36-35 at the end of one is not really the score I would want, right? Not really the score I would want after a 20-point first quarter from Maxey. So he scored more than half of their first quarter points. Now that he goes to the bench, obviously they're going to look to play through Embiid here and see if they can continue to keep this offense rolling like this, keep up with Miami. Miami doing it with everybody getting in on the action. 3 from Jaquez, 8 from Herro, 8 from Jaquez, where it's kind of been the Tyrese Maxey shows. 20 and then zeros across the board. Now, they do have their bench guys in between Watford, Walker, Bona, and Payne. But still, I think it's pretty funny to see 20 and zeros and then to see Miami kind of spread the love around a little bit here. So we have the second quarter coming up. We got 12 minutes down, 36 minutes to go. Kay Hazy said Heat may outrun them. Yeah, we'll see. Now that they have the record out of the way and the celebration out of the way, they gave them the ovation. They played the video package at the end of the first quarter here for the crowd to see and to celebrate and to give the ovation to Maxey. We'll see if maybe Philly kind of eases back into their offense and everybody starts to get involved in the offense here. Or maybe they continue to play through Maxey because he's already got 20. It's clearly his night. And they continue to play through Embiid, who's going to start the second quarter here. He's got 11. He's no slouch either. Again, looking at the rest of the guys, 0 for Oubre, 0 for Edgecombe, 0 for Wofford, 0 for Payne. It's pretty hilarious. So 20 for Maxey, 11 for Embiid. So that is 31 of their 36 points coming from 2 guys. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Herro comes out firing a 3. He can't get it to go. Here comes Philly quickly trying to push the other way. They kick it out to Oubre in the right corner. Oubre feeds it into Embiid, high post, spins off of Jaquez, impressive move, leans in, draws the foul on Kel'el, Ware, and Embiid will go to the foul line for 2. G4 said, Joel and Maxey, classic 30 pieces loaded. They're definitely on their way. They're definitely on pace for that for sure. We'll see if it'll be enough to win this basketball game. Embiid at the foul line misses the first free throw. He's got another one coming though. Embiid stretching out that right shoulder, side area, rib area. Seemingly a little some discomfort there for Joel Embiid. Embiid missed the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Does knock down the second free throw. Philly with a 2-point lead. Embiid still holding that side, that right side. Either got hit awkwardly or took an awkward fall. Jaquez has it in the lane, loses the handle. Payne picks it up. Payne hit ahead to Edgecombe. Edgecombe shovels it inside to Oubre. Oubre pump fake, gets the layup to go. And finally, somebody not named Embiid, somebody not named Maxey finally scored. And the Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Said, let's run up these likes. Top tier coverage. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, man. Bam is also back in the game. He has it against Wofford. Spinning to his left, down the lane, throws up the floater, comes up short, but a foul's called. Bam Adebayo getting all the calls right now. The Flea's very generous, brother. Appreciate you, man. G4 said, what was Embiid out for? He was out with knee. Knee was hurt, not feeling right. Batman, what's up, Batman? Wiggins playing. Wiggins is playing today. So Bam at the foul line for 2. He knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. Knocks down both free throws. Back to a 2-point game it is. Cam Payne will bring the ball down. Payne gets it over to Edgecombe. Over to Payne. Up top to Wofford. Coming to his right up the Embiid screen. In the corner to Oubre. No hesitation 3. Oubre can't get it to go. Here comes Tyler Herro with the weak side rebound, bringing it down. Putting his head down, attacking. Dribbles it off his own knee. Now here comes Philly pushing the other way. Edgecombe throws the lob up top to Embiid. He can't grab it. It was a bad pass from Edgecombe. But he is able to recover the loose ball as it goes out to the 3-point line. Edgecombe on the left wing being guarded by Jaquez. They go over to Wofford. They lob it over the top to Embiid. Catches, goes up with the lefty layup. Got it to go as he sealed off Bam Adebayo beautifully. And it's 41-37. 10:30 to go. Jaquez has it in the post against Wofford. Kick it out to Adebayo. Adebayo gets it over to Jakuchonis, coming to his right off the screen. Pass fake, kicks it out to Bam. Bam, not looking to take the 3. He's going to go right into the post. They swing it around. Extra passes. Herro, pump fake, sidestep. Right wing 3 for Herro. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball, knocked out. And Herro able to pick it up. They swing it out to Larson. Catches, pump fakes. He's going to put his head down and attack. Soulé with the right hand. Got it to go for Pell Larson there. Batman said, watching here in Manila. Shout out to you, Batman. Shout out to anybody in Manila watching tonight. Appreciate you, Batman. They get it over to Embiid up top, being guarded by Jaquez, driving it down. They kick it out to Oubre. Extra pass over to Cam Payne, wide open left corner 3. Throws up the air ball right into the hands of Trendon Watford. Air ball, we're going to pretend that was a pass from Cam Payne. Watford lays it up and in. Herro walks into a pull-up 3 off the Adebayo screen. He can't get it to go. Watford with the rebound. Home run pass to Edgecombe. Edgecombe to the basket, lefty layup. Got it to go. Beautifully athletic move from VJ Edgecombe going all the way to the rim. And it's a 6-point lead for Philly here. Doing a good job of getting some stops and scores. Bam pump fakes, driving it in, kicks it out to Jaquez. He pump fakes from 3. He's going to put his head down, stop, turn, spin, fall away jumper in the paint. Got it to go for Jaime Jaquez. Very fast-paced game. Both teams trying to push as quickly as possible to beat the other team's defense down the court. Trendon Watford bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Embiid, being guarded by Jaquez. Embiid out by the 3-point line. In the paint, they swing it around. Cam Payne, back to Embiid. Embiid, high post. Pass fake. Trying to swing through. He's got nowhere to go. They kick it out to Oubre. He'll take the lane against Bam. Put up the layup, can't get it to go. But the rebound right back into his own hands, and he lays it up and in. So here comes Jaquez bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Bam. Bam up top, still refusing to take a 3 tonight from Bam, despite the fact that they're giving him the space to do it. Jaquez kicks it out to Bam. Bam will now fire the straightaway 3, comes up short. Rebound for Edgecombe. Edgecombe bringing it down the other way, putting his head down, attacking to the lane, lefty layup, got it to go, and the blocking foul on Bam Adebayo will send Edgecombe to the foul line for one more, and now Philly looking to run away with it for a little bit. Miami's offense starting to sputter. The Fleece said PG resting up on suspension if he returns in decent form. That might be an issue. That might be an issue for the rest of the league. For the rest of the East, I should say. That might be an issue for sure. Allowing PG to go out and rest a little bit here, right? Not dealing with an injury per se. He can just work on his game, make sure he gets mentally ready to come back to the team. My goodness. They put VJ Edgecombe's last 4 game averages up. 20 points, 7 assists, 50% from 3, and 48% from the field. Oh, 7 rebounds, 2.3. I was going to say 7 assists is high for a team led by Maxey. for him to have the ball in his hands that often, but he hasn't. He steps to the foul line and splits the free throws, 50-41. Jaquez down the lane, spins, lefty floater, can't get it to go, but Wiggins right there for the tip up and in. And Philadelphia frustrated. I think they're looking for an offensive basket interference. Either way, they give the 2 buckets to Wiggins here. The 2 points to Wiggins. They get it to Embiid, high post. And it looks like Miami's in a 2-3 zone here. Get it to Embiid. Embiid fakes the handoff, keeps it. Backing down Wiggins, backing him down. Foul line, fall-away jumper. Got it to go for Embiid. I mean, he's so big. It's difficult to contest those shots. He's so strong. Does a great job of carving out space. He also does, as Embiid then contests the layup attempt for Bam Adebayo, forces the miss, grabs the rebound, bringing it down now. Embiid leans in, flips up a shot, can't get it to go, and then Bam does a good job knocking the rebound away from him. Adebayo bringing it down, telling his teammates to run, go, let's get up and down. They get it over to Herro. Herro throws up the floater, got it to go in the paint. And again, Miami has had a couple of opportunities here to push the lead to double digits. Philly's had a couple opportunities here to push the lead to double digits. But Miami doing a good job of battling back. It's 7 and a timeout for Philadelphia here. Will send us to a commercial break. 52-45, 7 minutes to go. $7:02 exactly, so we'll wind down our clock. Kay said, wow, look at Embiid running the floor. Definitely looks healthy. Definitely looks healthy. Especially for a guy who's, sat out. He played the last game, but before that sat out 5 games in a row. We are coming off of the All-Star break, so that was obviously a nice big rest for Joel Embiid. It's nice to see him healthy. I will say it was really sad to see him out there not really being able to move. At least he could hoop. At least he could still hoop. Just that's an inactive player for Miami. Trevor Keels. If you guys didn't know, Trevor Keels, once a Knick, always a Knick, Trevor Keels. Once a Knick, always a Knick, Trevor Keels is on Philly. Once upon a time, I thought maybe Trevor Keels could be something. I was wrong. I always think that about young players coming into the team, though. Really good distribution here for Miami. 4-10, 3-10, and 10. Guys chipping in now for Philly. It was mostly Embiid, mostly Maxey, but now Oubre with 4, Edgecombe with 5, Wofford with 2. Guys chipping in now. Not as egalitarian as Miami, but guys starting to chip in. 16 first half points so far for Embiid and 20 first half points so far for Maxey. If Miami can clean that up a little bit, I think they have a pretty decent chance of pulling this one off. If not, and Maxey and Embiid continue to run wild, Philly will eventually get more contributions from their others. It'll be a long night for Miami, as Philly will eventually be able to pull away. Eric C. said, nice to see Embiid not taking down Robinson while on his back. Dude plays dirty. Oh, for sure. For sure. One of the dirtiest plays I've seen in modern basketball. I mean, just blatantly was frustrated. Mitchell Robinson was owning him in that game, guarding him extremely well, and purposely injured him because they didn't want to have to deal with him anymore. Truly despicable play. Made me truly hate Joel Embiid. But I don't want to see a guy out there limping up and down the court looking like a geriatric old man. But I will say, basketball gods, they speak. They speak. K. Hazy said Roby is a Knick again in Westchester. Isaiah Roby? Shout out Isaiah Roby. Thunder legend Isaiah Roby. He was their starting center when they were tanking. He was part of the tank commander. He was a part of the tank crew with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here we go. Under 7 to go. They get it over to Maxey, who just checked in. Somehow finds himself wide open from 3 on the right wing. He can't get it to go. And now here comes Miami. Adebayo up top. They have the double big lineup of Bam and Ware out there now finally. Davion Mitchell up top, attacking, pump fake, stops, kicks it out to Adebayo. In the mid-range, pump fake, leans in, draws the foul on Adebayo, who went for the pump fake, and Bam will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Joel Embiid goes back to the locker room. Not what you want to see if you're a Philly fan. Still holding that right side area. Holding it with his left arm. It's the rib area. You definitely don't want to see anything like, cracked or, broken ribs or anything like that. Bam misses the first free throw, though. Too many missed free throws here for Miami. He's going to put them behind the 8 ball as the game goes on. Bam already with 10, 8, and 2. And he misses both free throws. 6:30 to go here in the second. We are approaching the halfway point. Maxey bringing it down. They get over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe back to Maxey. Maxey up top, coming to his right, and a moving screen on a Dembona. Cook-Up Brando said Powell's telling me. Powell will get it going at some point. He's 3 points, 1 for 5 from the field. He'll get it going. Davion Mitchell up top. Gets it over to Kel'el Ware on the right wing. Kel'el Ware with no hesitation fire 3. Comes up short. Long rebound to Maxey. Maxey pushing it the other way. Edgecombe, head down to the rim. Righty layup. Got it to go past Andrew Wiggins looking for the chase down. And it's back to 9. With 6:10 to go. And a timeout for Miami here. Eric Spoelstra not happy with the way his team's playing defense so far tonight. Not happy at all. Embiid goes out, no problem. Enter Tyrese Maxey in with 20 points. He is 6 for 14 from the floor. He's getting them up there. He's heaving them up there. But for good reason. He was going for that record. Got it out of the way. Bryce said it's the same as the Milwaukee game again. What happened in the Milwaukee game? What is the reference here, Bry? G4 said, please let us know if he's out. I'll let you know. The second they let us know. As of right now, he just went back to the locker room. Wiggins with 4. Not getting a great night from Andrew Wiggins. I said in the pregame, the ultimate wild card player in the NBA. Probably the best wild card player in the NBA. He's got 4. Not a great night. The Flea said he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Long term, he'll be all right. Actually, when it comes to Embiid, I don't know if he'll be all right. You can look at him the wrong way and then he gets injured. It's just been the case throughout his career, man. Foongpei, my guy, appreciate you, brother. He said, slap your like because I don't have the proper subscription to watch the game. I'm just going to trust whatever you say. Appreciate you, Foongpei. Appreciate you, man. I really do. Love having you in the chat, brother. So Wiggins with 4 points, 1 for 2 from the field. Bam trying to carry the load with 10 and 8. Powell selling a little bit here. 3, 3, and 2 for Norman Powell. Kel'el Ware 0 for 2 from the field. 0 points, not giving them anything right now. Jaku Jonas has knocked down a 3. Outside of that, not much. Fontecchio's coming into the game. I think Spoelstra is just looking for some shot makers here. Somebody got to make a basket. We have 6:10 to go, halfway through this second quarter, and Philly is already sitting with 54 points. Bryce said, we miss free throws all the time and haven't scored a basket. Gotcha. Yeah, the missed free throws are a killer. It is one of my biggest basketball pet peeves to see guys miss free throws. I just truly despise it. You are a professional. Please knock down over 80% of your free throws. 70% for big men. The lowest bar I can set is for Mitchell Robinson at 50. But yeah, usually missing free throws is a bad omen to losing a basketball game, for sure. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Wiggins has it up top, swings through to his left, kicks it out to Ware, over to Powell. Powell gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Ware, back to Powell. Coming to his right. Powell driving it down, loses the handle on the ball, dribbles it off his own foot, dives for it, saves it, but now it's a 5-on-4. They get over to Oubre, over to Grimes, wide open right wing 3, comes up short, long rebound, back to Grimes. Now they get over to Maxey, picked up by Mitchell. Maxey pulls it out. Dancing with it against Powell on a switch. Driving to his right, stop, turns, spins to his left, kicks it out, Edgecombe, pump fakes, steps back, left corner three. Edgecombe got it to go. The rookie bailing out the offense there as they take their first double-digit lead of the game, 57-45, up by 12 they go. Mitchell slips and falls, saves it out to Wiggins, settles for the deep, pull up long two. Wiggins got it to go. Terrible shot, but he got it to go. If you're going to take a terrible shot, the least you can do is make it. Edgecombe a pull up three, brings it down, feeling confident, missed it. Here comes Wiggins pushing it the other way, rebound to Fontecchio. Wiggins has it up top, gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell catches, pump fakes, driving it down in the lane, kicks out a wild pass, hung in the air for forever. Quinn Grimes easily able to pick it off. Now Maxey bringing it down, throws the lob up top to Edgecombe, going the baseline. And the Maxey-Edgecombe connection forces yet another timeout as Maxey and Edgecombe do a little dance, celebrate a little bit at the misery of Miami right now. Dancing on them. Literally. Bryce said, oh, we miss free throws all the time and haven't scored a basket for 6 minutes. It's been rough. Joel said, facts, 6'8" million, 6'8", making millions, missing free throws. What are we doing? Listen, anybody can have a bad free throw shooting game, but Bam is shooting under 80% from the foul line. Now, usually my baseline for big men in the NBA drops to 70%. Get it over 70, which he is. But he's already had 2 or 3 missed free throws that we'll go over it at halftime. We'll check the box scores. But a ton of missed free throws tonight for Miami, which is not boding well for their ability to stay into this game as they're down by 12, 59-57, with 4:40 to go here in the second. Kay Hayes said, I know they got that dance from Campaign. They definitely might have. It definitely looked like a Campaign dance, I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. Miami needs to find some answers. Down by 12. Embiid went back to the locker room. I don't think I see him over there on the bench. Maybe I do. I don't know. Hard to tell. We did see him go back to the locker room earlier. No update yet on him. Davion Mitchell gets it over to Wiggins, curling off a Bam screen. Can knock down the three. Grimes skies for the rebound. Here comes Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes on the right wing. Kicks it up top to Maxey. Maxey dancing with it against Pell Larson. Coming to his left. Herro switches onto him. They got Tyler Herro back in the game. Like I said, they're looking for some offense. They get over to Oubre. Pump fake down the lane. Gets stripped by Davion Mitchell. Knocked out of bounds off of Oubre. Good defense from Davion Mitchell. Ball going back to Miami here, but they're still trailing by 12. It's not enough just to get stops. You got to pair them with scores, or else you're not making up any ground on this deficit here. Jason, what's up, Jason? Man, Embiid made a glass, man. Damn. Yeah. No, he's back out on the court, though. Went back to the locker room for whatever he needed to do, but he's back out on the court. Mitchell has it up top to get over to Bam Adebayo. Driving to his left. Stops, turns, spins. Up top to Mitchell. Over to Larson. Extra pass to Herro. Catches it. Hops. Puts up the floater. Gets blocked by Edgecombe. And now here comes Philly. Philly looking to take complete control of this game as we are under 4 minutes to go now. They go to Embiid, walks into the pull-up mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Bam Adebayo with his 9th rebound already. Now here comes Bam pushing it the other way. Bam on the left wing, crossing over to his right, stops, turns, spins, pump fake, leans in, pump fake, puts it up off glass, can't get it to go. Can't grab his own offensive rebound. Grimes comes in and sneaks it away from him. Here comes Quinn Grimes, pushing the other way, head down to the rim, layup off glass. Can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound to Oubre, and he lays it up and in. And it is a 14-point deficit for the Miami Heat here. Herro gets it over to Mitchell, putting his head down, attacking in the lane, throws up the floater. In and out, can't get it to stay. Embiid with the rebound. And Miami just having a really tough time knocking down shots. Daniel Dash, what's up, Dan? Maxey on the right wing coming to his left off the Embiid screen. Pull up straight away. 3 comes up short. Can't get the friendly roll. But Edgecombe outbattles Bam and Wiggins in the paint for the rebound. Gets it over to Oubre as he knocks down the floater. And now Miami just losing the hustle points now. My goodness. Adebayo sprays it over to Wiggins. Does not want to take the three. They're giving it to him. He's going to dribble behind the three-point line. Now put it up, and he's going to knock it down. Back to 13 it goes. It was previously 16. 16 is now the largest lead of the game. That three knocks it to 13. Oubre driving it down on Wiggins. Leans in, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for two. Bry. Not looking good tonight, Bry. Not looking good. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Daniel Dash, nice t-shirt. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Got to celebrate the small victories when your team lets you down a little bit, right? Oubre knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Barlow subbing back in here for Edgecombe. Jaquez coming in for Larson. So now they have Bam, Jaquez, and Herro in the game. And Wiggins. All they're missing is Norman Powell. Trying to get as many of their offensive weapons out there right now as they're really struggling to make shots. Jaquez has it on the left wing. Oubre did knock down both free throws. 2:30 to go. They get over to Wiggins in the corner. Back up top to Adebayo. Adebayo fires a three. And Bam Adebayo is going to knock it down. Down to 12. They can't get stops, but they are trading threes for two, so they're chipping away at it technically. Embiid has it up top. Hands it off to Oubre. Oubre coming to his left. Almost lost the handle. Swings it out to Grimes. Grimes will fire up the three. Come up short. Good boxing out from Miami. Adebayo easily able to come in and snag it. He's now up to 10 points. He's got his double-double already. They get over to Jaquez. Jaquez is going to drive it down. Leans in. Kicks out to Mitchell. Mitchell can't get the three off against Maxey. He's going to drive it down. He's going to slip and lose the handle on the ball. Maybe Maxey got a piece of it. Either way, here comes Philly pushing the other way. And then Oubre loses the handle on it. It's a loose ball. Grimes chases them down to it. But then Jaquez takes it out of his hands. Jaquez gets it over to Adebayo. Adebayo, beautiful Euro step down the lane and throws down a two-handed hammer. And a foul is called on Barlow. And he can knock it back to a single-digit game for Miami. Okay, there you go. There you go. Bruce said Sixers Heat first-round matchup. 6-10-7. Well, technically the play-in is not the playoffs, but for sure. Could be. Very well could be. Obviously, both of these teams would love to find a way to be in the top six. Just that's an undrafted Simone Fontecchio. Has not done anything tonight and has kind of been on the outskirts of Miami's rotation as of late. Bam does knock down his and one free throw. Finally knocked one down after missing two earlier. 56-65, 9-point game. 1:30 to go. Maxey bringing it down against Jaquez. They get over to Embiid. Embiid gets fouled on a three-point attempt by Larson. And Larson can't believe the foul call. Brother, get your hands out of the cookie jar. Get your hands out of the cookie jar. Why would you slap at the ball there? Just play solid. Bryce said, come on, 5 more points. Embiid at the foul line for 2. Philly with a 9-point lead. G4 said, need Joel to get 26. Now I'm a little scared if he comes back in the third. I think he'll be all right. He came back in the first half here. Came back in the second quarter after going out with the injury or whatever's going on. He's still kind of holding that side a little bit. G4 said, needs to unlock demon time. Well, he knocks down that first free throw. He's got another one coming. Just that said, at least Maxey stuck at 20. Yeah, but you gave up 20 in the first quarter and allowed the other guys to kind of get themselves into the game. Embiid knocks down the next one. He's got another one coming. It was a foul at the three-point line. Terrible foul by Powell Larson. Just reaching in for no reason. Daniel Dash said, not a small victory. Greg, what's up, Greg? What's up with Powell? Yeah, Powell not doing much tonight. Bruce Fowler with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Bruce, as Embiid knocked down both free throws. I appreciate you, Bruce, man. Thank you for that. My guy, Bruce Fowler, very generous. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you, Bruce. Reminding the people. Thank you, man. Powell Larson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Embiid did knock down all 3 free throws, so it's back up to 12. Larson down the lane gets fouled by Maxey. Larson going to go to the foul line for 2. 1:08 to go here in the second quarter. If Miami can get it to 8 or below, would not feel terrible about being in that position. But you got to get it there. With 1 minute to go, stops and scores. Get it to at least 8 or below going into the second half here. Pelle Larsson misses a free throw. We're going to have to look at the team stats to see where they're stacking up here with missed free throws, man. My goodness. My goodness. Pelle Larsson does at least knock down the second free throw. It is an 11-point game. 68-57. Maxey bringing it down, being guarded by Wiggins. And it looks like they're in a little bit of a 1-2-2 zone. They get it up top. Back to Maxey, back over to Grimes. Grimes up top. They get it to Embiid in the high post. Driving it down. Gets fouled by Larsson yet again. You gotta get Pelle Larsson out of this game, Spoelstra. Get Pelle Larsson out of this game. Just that said, Larsson minus 19. And the eye test backs it up, too. Pelle Larsson has been a disaster tonight for Miami. Just ill-advised fouls, reaching in left and right, sending Embiid back to the foul line for 2 here. Just putting his hand in the cookie jar. Just putting his hand in front of him. And allowing Embiid to easily draw the foul. So Embiid back to the foul line where he just knocked down 3 in a row. And he knocks down another one here. Hits the first one. He's got another one coming. G-Force and Miami need some offense. Herro and the starters to make something happen. I mean, they have Herro and most of the starters out there. They have the only guy they're missing is Powell. Should have got Powell in there instead of Larsson. Powell was questionable. Was questionable coming into the game tonight. So maybe that's what's going on with Norman Powell tonight. But my goodness. 13-point lead for Philly here, 70-57. 70 first half points for Philly. Jaquez down the lane, spins, kicks it out. A wide open 3 for Wiggins. Wiggins can't get it to go. Watford with the rebound. Here comes Maxey quickly pushing it the other way. Maxey putting his head down, stepping back, swings it out to Embiid. A straightaway 3, a deep one. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Watford pulls it out, kicks it over to Maxey. Extra pass to Grimes. Quick catch and fire and shoot. Got it to go for Quentin Grimes out of the right corner. And it is quickly pushed up to 16 yet again. It's gone the other way. I said get it to 8, and they pushed it up to 16. Tyler Herro has it up top, being guarded by Grimes. Herro dancing with it against Grimes. Stops, turns, coming to his left to kick it out. Wiggins driving it down, and Wiggins had stepped on the sideline, trying to attack out of the wing. And the ball is going to go back to Philly here for the final shot of the quarter with 2.6 seconds on the game clock. Bruce Fallis said, Grimes, Harnstein, quickly. Just me crying over spilled milk. Yeah. 3 very beloved Knicks. Now thriving on other rosters. Get over to Maxey. Maxey heaves it up. Can't get it to go at the end of the quarter. And that will be the end of our first quarter coverage here. That'll be the end. 73-57 after 24 minutes of basketball. We got 24 minutes of basketball left. Not looking good. Not looking good for Miami. Offense sputtering a little bit. Defense not holding up their end of the bargain. 21 for Embiid, 20 for Maxey. Now, Maxey scored all 20 in the first quarter. Embiid has 21, scored 11 in the first, scored 10 in the second. So they have no answers for Joel Embiid so far tonight. Maxey was going for that 3-point record in the first quarter, got it, and then just continued to feed everybody else. We talked about how it was the Maxey and Embiid show majority of the game and how that was dangerous, a dangerous prospect for Miami, or a little bit of a blessing. It turned out to be a dangerous prospect for Miami because now everybody's getting it going. Oubre up to 10, Edgecombe up to 12, Grimes knocked down 2 threes for 6, and now they find themselves down by 16, and now everybody for Philly's gotten it going. Daniel Dash said, catch after the main interval. So if we go around the league, before we go over the team stats and the box score here, you have the Hornets just smacking up the Pacers here. 67-46. Ron Sager, go Sixers. They're hooping, Ron. They're hooping. Heat Sixers, the game we're covering, obviously, 73-57 at halftime. You have Hawks over the Wizards, should obviously blow them out. Kuminga did play the other day and looked great for the Atlanta Hawks. Is he coming to the game? Yeah, he is coming off the bench for them. Or is he starting? He is starting. He's got 8 points already tonight. And he's a plus 18. They are playing the Washington Wizards, but again, he got out there, 8 points, a rebound, and assist for Jonathan Kuminga. Already looks great. Already a lot of return for that deal already for Jonathan Kuminga. Who knows? Who knows what the Warriors were thinking? They got a guy in Porzingis who'll maybe play a handful of games for them the remainder of the regular season and then won't be healthy for the playoff run. And they could have just had Jonathan Kuminga and maybe not just been complete jerks to him. And I think it might have worked out. We'll see. We'll see. No, what's his name? Jalen Johnson. No Jalen Johnson getting the night off for whatever reason, whether it's injury or rest or whatever. No Jalen Johnson. Kuminga is going to have to kind of replicate the things he did. Bryce said we didn't score 25 points this quarter. Yeah, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at all. Look at it all. He will never leave the play-in. No, brother, you guys are destined for the play-in for the remainder of this tenure here, for the remainder of the Bam Bam era here. Jason said Jalen Johnson got hurt the other day. Yeah, what's the injury? What was the injury? Jalen Johnson, a hip flexor irritation. It's not great. It's not great sounding. You don't really want to mess with your hips like that. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's also out. But they don't need either of those guys to beat the Washington Wizards, I'll tell you that. Okay. That's that game. The Spurs are smacking up the Brooklyn Nets, to be expected. The Rockets Magic 26-22 at the end of the first quarter. This was the other option we thought about covering tonight, but decided to balk on it because we called so many Rockets games so far this season. 4 for Durant, 6 for Smith Jr., 2 for Şengün, 5 for Thompson. So far here in this first quarter. Shepard's knocked down a 3 as far as the Magic go. Everybody getting in the action. Bane is starting to knock down the 3 as of late, by the way. 2 for 2 from three-point range so far here tonight for Desmond Bane. Powell 1 for 5 from the field against this Heat defense. But they are up by 7 at the end of 1. So could bode well for them in the long run. Suggs is coming back off the bench. He's back from injury. G4 said Wemby doesn't even have 5 points. I mean, you're playing the Brooklyn Nets. That's the kind of game where everybody else gets theirs. The Stars don't need to exert themselves against the dregs of the league. They're up by 20. No, that's the Washington Hawks game. No, they're up by 22 anyway, so that statement still rings true. 48-26 here for the Spurs. Yeah, Wemby's got 2 points. Champagne's 4 for 5 from 3. Vassell's 2 for 2. Dylan Harper's knocked down a 3. Already they have 7 made threes. And Brooklyn really struggling to score. They got 29 points with 9 minutes to go in the second. San Antonio almost at 50. My goodness. My goodness. 8 blocks and 6 altered shots? No way he's got 8 blocks. 8 total blocks, maybe, right? He's got 1 block. Got 1 block. Why are you lying to me, Jay Hammer? All right, let's look at that's the last game on right now, right? Well, Bulls Blazers just tipped off. So you got that going on, but that's early in that first quarter there. So let's look at our box scores. Let's look at our team stats. Let's see what's going wrong for Miami, down by 16, the halfway point. Start with the team stats. Ron said 76ers on the way for 130 tonight. Yeah, Miami really struggling to guard them. They got no answers for Maxey. They got no answers for Embiid. At least have answers for one of those guys. Or keep the others quiet. You can't let everybody go off against you. Okay, so Philadelphia, 52-39, dominating, not just winning, but dominating the possession battle. This is one of the biggest indicators as to who is either winning the basketball game or who will win the basketball game, is who wins the possession battle. 52 field goal attempts for Philly, 39 for Miami. does not bode well for Miami's ability to come back and win this game here tonight if that trend continues here. 3-point attempts, 6 for 17 versus 9 for 25. Maxey had it going early in the first. And Miami still trailing by 3 in the 3-point game. If you're going to lose the possession battle, you got to at least win the variance battle and knock down some threes here in order to stay competitive. That's how they find themselves down by 16. I'm sure we're going to get to the free throws here. 15 for 21. Terrible, disgusting performance from the foul line tonight here for Miami. Every now and again, the team just has a truly putrid night from the foul line where nobody can knock down a free throw consistently. They are 15 of 21 from the foul line. They've missed 6 free throws already. Shooting 71% from the foul line as a team is despicable. Philly, 15 for 14 from the foul. 14, that doesn't make sense. 14 of 15 from the foul line for Philly for 93%. Doing a good job of knocking down their free ones. The Fleet said Philly versus New York Knicks. The playoffs started today. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That'd be a tough one. I would not be too concerned about it personally, though. And Philly, expectedly so, dominating the rebounding battle, 28-21. They have snagged 4 more offensive rebounds, 7-3 here over Miami. The assist game, 16-12. They're winning almost every department so far. 7 steals to 4. Each team has a block apiece. Total turnovers, still winning every department here. This does not bode well for Miami. They don't clean something up. You gotta win some of these. 10 turnovers to 5, doubling up their turnovers here for Miami. A truly bad game where they're not generating enough open looks for their guys, and when they do generate them, they're not consistently knocking them down. They're not knocking down their free throws, even though they're getting to the foul line. They are getting outscored in the paint. They are turning the ball over almost at will. They're giving up more offensive rebounds. They are not winning any aspect of the game tonight. Points in the paint, 30-20. Total fouls, 15-9. They've drawn, they've committed 6 more fouls than Philly has. Is that enough? Philly's committed 6 more fouls. Put him on the line for more often tonight. So it should have bode well for Miami, but they could not take advantage of that because they missed 6 free throws. No fouls, no techs. No techs, no flagrants. Good. Largest lead for Philly is 16. Miami has never led. They've had their opportunity. They could have led, but they missed free throws. Instead, the game was tied instead of them taking the lead. And Philly's led for 95% of the time tonight, which, again, is usually a nice big indicator as to who will win the basketball game. Well, who dominated the first half? And whether it's a big lead or not, usually the team who has spent the most time leading the game ends up winning the basketball game. They have played better for longer stretches than the opponent. Here tonight, it's a very clear one, 95-0. Miami has yet to lead tonight. They led for like 1%. They didn't even put it up there. They didn't think it was enough. They led for like 1%. They led when the game was 3-2. It was the only lead they had. That was it. I think Norman Powell knocked down a 3. Speaking of Norman Powell, let's look at the box scores now. Speaking of, how many minutes has he played tonight? He's only played 10 minutes. He was questionable with an injury. As a matter of fact, we could look up his injury exactly, see what it was. Was it illness? What was it? If anybody in the chat knows, let me know. But I'm going to look up his injury here, see if it comes up. Yeah, Norman Powell is done for the night. Norman Powell is done for the night. He played 10 minutes, tried to give it a go, 1 for 5 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3, decided, nah, I can't do it. And he's done. He's done. It was a groin injury for Norman Powell. So he is done for the night, which is not a good sign for Miami because they desperately need some kind of offensive firepower to get it going here tonight. If it's not going to be Norman Powell, We're looking at Jaime Jaquez and Tyler Herro here, mostly Tyler Herro because he could actually get it going from the perimeter, although he is only 1 for 4 from three-point range. Is not what you want to see. Fontecchio is probably going to get some minutes here. The Fleece had voided parlay. Y'all boys got lucky? I don't know. He did play 10 minutes. I don't know if they're going to void that, brother. Which is why you don't bet, especially on injured players. Casper's Jakuchonis only played 4 minutes, 3 points, a rebound. Kel'el Ware only played 7 minutes, 0 points, 2 rebounds. He's had almost no impact on the game tonight. On a night where you're going up against Joel Embiid, you'd think you'd want as big of a lineup out there as often as you can get him out there. But I will say Kel'el Ware not giving Eric Spoelstra any confidence in terms of putting him out there to play well. I'll tell you that. So I could sit here and say, hey, he's supposed to just play Kel'el Ware more, but he did give him 7 minutes, and Kel'el Ware didn't do anything in those minutes, and I honestly did not look very confident during that time anyway. Fontecchio only got in there for 2 minutes. Now with the injured Norman Powell, we should see a steady flow of Fontecchio in the second half here. Again, they're going to need somebody to get it going from three-point range. Somebody's got to get it going. As a team, nobody has hit more than 1 3. Mitchell's hit 1. Powell's hit 1. Now he's done for the night. Bam's hit 1. Wiggins hit 1. Herro hit 1. Jakuchonis hit 1. That's it. Nobody's hit more than 1. So somebody's going to have to get it going. Somebody's going to have to get hot. You're down by 16. Somebody's got to help you dig out of this hole, right? There is no 10-point shot, but you need somebody from the perimeter to be a threat. Right now, Philly not feeling any pressure to close out hard on the three-point shooters. They're almost daring them to shoot. Pell Larson, I mean, this number just stands out. You guys know I don't like the plus-minus. When everybody else has like a normal plus-minus for a 16-point deficit, Pell Larson's rings very loud at a minus 24 in a 16-point deficit. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. He's got 3 points, a rebound, 2 assists. He does have 2 turnovers. He does have a steal. But honestly, when he's out there, he looks like an abject disaster. He's turning down open looks. He's getting into the lane. He's turning it over. It's not looking good for Pell Larson. He's committing really dumb fouls. He's got 2 personal fouls, both of them on Embiid. Both of them really dumb. Really dumb. Not just, oh no, that's a dumb foul. Really dumb. One of them was on a 3-point attempt where I think Embiid was just trying to pump fake. And he put his hand right in front of him and slapped at his arms and gave him the foul. Wiggins with 9. He's been fine. Nothing too outstanding from him. I think Bam's played really hard, and he's got one of the tougher matchups tonight, trying to stay in front of Embiid, trying to guard Embiid with all that physicality. As an undersized big, he's got 16, 10, and 2 in the first half. So if somebody could step up and help Bam Adebayo tonight, that'd be nice. Norman Powell's done for the night. Davion Mitchell only 3 points, does have 2 assists, but he also has 3 turnovers. So can't even keep the ball in play right now against Philadelphia. We went over Pell Larson. Fontecchio we went over. He'll get back into the game. Jaime Jaquez is 3 for 4 from the field, 4 for 5 from the foul line. They're going to need a little bit more from Jaime Jaquez. He's just going to have to put the ball in the play and get it going. We talked about Kel'el Ware. Herro, 14 minutes, 10 shot attempts, or 10 points, 7 shot attempts, 1 for 4 from 3. They're going to need a little bit more from Herro if they want to pull off this comeback. Somebody's got to get it going. Maybe it's going to be the rookie, Kasper Jakuchonis. But as of to this point, he's only taken the 1 shot from 3. He did knock it down. As far as Philly goes, it's been the Maxey and Embiid show, 20 and 21 apiece for those 2 guys. And it was just enough to get the others going. 6 for Grimes off the bench. Wofford got a layup. But VJ Edgecombe and Kelly Oubre were the 2 guys who really profited off of the gravity and attention that Maxey and Embiid were drawing. And Oubre's ability to get downhill and get layups. And VJ Edgecombe's ability to run out in transition on the break after getting defensive stops has allowed them to build up the 16-point lead. It's not looking good for Miami unless they could start building some offensive momentum here. The defense, we'll worry about the defense another time, but here we go. We're back into it, starting the second half. Wiggins in the lane, knocks down a floater. All right, that's one way to get us started. That's one way to get us started, Wiggins. All right, here we go. Got to slowly chip away at this lead. Stops and scores, stops and scores. DeFleet said, dang, you're right, the bet stands. I mean, he played 10 minutes. Maxey misses a mid-range pull-up jumper. Adebayo with the rebound. Over to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell bringing it down, crosses over, swings it out to Herro. Herro off the pump fake. They swing it around to Wiggins. Wiggins pump fakes down the lane, bullying his way to the basket, leans in with the layup. Can't get the layup to go. And Edgecombe knocks the rebound out to Oubre. Ball rolled around. It was halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Maxey gets it over to Oubre, gets it into Embiid, being guarded by Bam. Embiid faces up. Puts up the mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Bam with the rebound. Bam bringing it down. They get over to Herro. Hesitation move, tagging to his left. Pump fake, spins, over to Bam. Swings it over to Mitchell, putting his head down, attacking in the lane. Kicks it back out to Bam. Bam crosses over, steps back, hesitates, stops, turns, spins, pump fake, leans in, steps through, scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go past Embiid. Took a lot for Bam Adebayo to get the shot off, but he did. It's down to 12. They're chipping away at it. Stops and scores. Edgecombe on the right wing, attacking to his left. They get it up top to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Larson. Larson trying to redeem himself. They get it over to Oubre. Oubre dancing with it against Wiggins. Attacking to his right. Stops, turns, spins. Ball knocked out of his hands. He picks it up, flips it up with the left hand. Comes up short. Herro with the rebound, quickly pushing it the other way. Herro stops, pulls it back. Dancing with it, crosses over, down the lane, leans in, pump fake, spins, gets caught in the air, tries to kick it to the corner. I don't know what that was, Tyler Herro. Either shoot the shot or don't, brother. But then Embiid almost throws it away. They do save it and kick it out to Edgecombe for a three. Way off, hit Larson in the side of the head. He comes up with a block on Oubre. Oubre gets called for the offensive foul with the off arm, hitting Larson. Larson draws the offensive foul, saves the basket there. Another stop for Miami here. It's still a 12-point game. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? Said KR Chef 1. Crazy nickname. Appreciate that, brother. That's a compliment right there. Mitchell has it up top. They get it over to Herro. Herro, the mid-range jumper off the back rim, can't get it to go. Embiid skies for the rebound. They get it over to Maxey. Maxey bringing it down. Gets it over to Embiid, walks into the straightaway three. Embiid misses that one off the back rim. Larson with the rebound, bringing it down. Gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins dancing with it, pulls it out, crosses over, down the lane, gets into the lane. They swing it around. Bam Adebayo, left corner, catches, pump fake, jab steps. Cross court pass to Herro. Herro gets to the right corner, falling out of bounds three. Can't get it to go. A terrible shot. Shot clock was winding down, but Miami getting nothing towards the rim. I'd look to get Jaime Jaquez in here as soon as I possibly could. Maxey to the rim, can't get the layup to go. He was looking for the foul call as he hit the floor. It's a 5-on-4. You want to push. Larson wildly flips a shot up at the rim. What was that, Pell Larson? They throw the home run pass down to Maxey. He puts up the three. He can't get it to go. Miami catching a break there on the missed three from Maxey. But I don't know what Pell Larson's doing tonight, man. You have a 5-on-4 situation, and instead of maybe bringing it down in a controlled fashion, knowing you have a 5-on-4 is Maxey at the floor. I get Maxey's fast. But look to take advantage of it. He just put his head down, went to the rim, and threw up some nasty shot at the basket. Pell Larson, terrible tonight so far. Trying to redeem himself. He puts up the straightaway three. He got it to go. There you go. There you go. Positive play for Larson. There you go, brother. 9-point game. They're chipping away at it. Back to single digits it goes. Maxey has it on the left wing. It's being guarded by Mitchell. Coming to his right up the screen. Driving it down for Maxey. Throws up a floater. Comes up short. Can't get the shot to go. Embiid with the rebound. Puts it up. Got it to go over Adebayo. They get over to Herro. Herro, double step back, pump fake. Good defense from Barlow. They lob it down low to Larson. Larson in the paint against Edgecombe. Throws up the floater. Way off by Larson. Brother, just shoot the open threes or go to the rim with a straight line drive. Embiid throws it down low to Barlow, who had Herro sealed, and he lays it up and in. It's back up to 13 just like that. You got to get Pell Larson out of this game, Spo. Wiggins driving to his left down the lane to kick it out to Herro. Pass fake, puts up the left wing three. Herro can't get it to go. Wiggins comes skying in for the offensive rebound. They swing it out to Bam Adebayo on the right wing. He's being guarded by Maxey. He puts him in the post to kick it out to Herro. Herro another three, and he finally gets one to go down. It's down to 10. 77-67. Miami not going down without a fight. Forgot to restart the timer. We're at 7:30 to go here. Maxey bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. He's being guarded by Mitchell. Coming to his left off the Embiid screen. Pocket pass to Embiid on the right wing, and Embiid just mishandles the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Slips right out of his hands. Daniel Dash said Orlando 29, Houston 22. Yes, we checked at the halftime to see what that score was. It should have changed by now. We'll check it again at the next time out. Mitchell gets it over to Herro. They get it over to Bam. Bam's going to spot up for the straightaway three up, and he got it to go. Off the screen and a timeout for Philly. They got it to 7. They're chipping away at it. If he didn't have some of those wild Larson layup attempts, you might be within 5, maybe even 3 here. But either way, they got it to 7. They're fighting back. Not going down without a fight, that's for sure. We have 7:06 to go. Bam now up to 21-12. He's putting up his own fight against Embiid. He's going toe-to-toe with the big man here tonight. 23-8 for Embiid. 21-12 for Bam. They're going at it. They're going at it. Let's leave the box score there so we can check it as the game goes on. Let's go over here and go around the league a little bit. So we checked it at halftime. Some time has passed. The Hornets blowing out the Pacers, to be expected. The Hawks blowing out the Wizards, to be expected. The Spurs blowing out the Nets, to be expected. The National Blowout Association in full effect so far here tonight. Rockets down by 10 to the Magic here. Not a great outcome for the Rockets. A really low-scoring game. 37 points with 4 minutes to go in the second. Not what you want to see. Blazers taking on the Bulls. And that one is approaching the end of the first quarter. That's 24-23. That's a close game. Daniel Dash said, Blazers at Bulls. Scoot versus Giddey. I was about to say, let's check in on my guy Scoot. One of my favorite players in the league. I'm definitely scooping up. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. Scooping up all of the Scoot Henderson stock that I could possibly have. And he has played 2 minutes today. Hopefully he did not get hurt. Played 2 minutes. Uh-oh. Do I have to look up Scoot Henderson now? Jason, foul trouble. Okay. Ooh, okay. Goodness. Okay, good. Thank you, Jason. I was like, another injury for Scoot? Please don't tell me. No, just foul trouble. Okay. That's fine. Young players figuring it out, just coming back from injury. Okay. Come on, Scoot. Come on. 2 minutes. Come on. None of their big men's available, though. They got Robert Williams coming off the bench. They're going with a small lineup to start. I guess it is the Chicago Bulls, but still. No Donovan Clingan. No Denny Avdia. Are they trying to... I get injuries happen, but are they trying to make this play or not? What are we doing? Where are they? They're in the play-in, right? Bray said, yay, single digits. They're fighting back, Bry. They're fighting back. Not college basketball. We tried doing a college basketball game. Y'all did not mess with the college basketball game at all the other day. Message noted. All right, we're checking back to our game here. I just wanted to check where the Blazers at. They're 9th. They're pretty solidly in 9th there, or at least in the play-in. So Philly swinging it around. Oubre pump fake, spins in the lane, stops, being guarded by Adebayo, tries to kick it out, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Philly, but 0.7 on the shot clock here. Suns Gen said it's part of the season where I'm reduced to making dramatic sighing noises, for sure. Absolutely, Suns Gen. Here we go. I had my timer ticking the whole time. That sucks. 6:40 to go here. Daniel said Blazers are definitely tanking for Dame Dollar. That's not how tanking works, brother. All right, here we go. Bryce said, I'm happy my max player is trying to score 25 points. He's trying. One of the only guys to have anything going tonight with consistency. They get into Edgecombe. He fires it up. Decent attempt from Edgecombe on the catch and shoot. Can't get it to go. But Herro able to snag the rebound. Hit off the back of the rim. Bam fires the left corner three. Bam got it to go down. It's a 4-point game, y'all. Here comes Miami. There you go. Bam. Edgecombe driving it down in the lane. Kicks it out the last second. Great defense from Fontecchio to use verticality. It's a 5-on-4. But a pull-up three from Herro. Not a good look. But he got it to go. It's a 1-point game. And Edgecombe very slow to get up. Very slow. He's actually still hunched down a little bit on the baseline. And he's going to hobble his way over the dunker spot over there. Maxey has it up top, dancing around the Embiid screen. They swing it out to Grimes. Quick catch and fire to the left corner. Got it to go for Quinn Grimes. Quickly answered back with the three of his own. 80-76, but it's a 4-point game. Miami's right back into it. Under 6 to go in the third quarter here. We're past the halfway point. Mitchell on the left wing being guarded by Maxey. Has it up top, dancing with it, crosses over, down the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks out to Larson, extra pass to Herro, swings through to his right, takes some contact, throws up the floater. He's looking for the foul call. He doesn't get it, but he does knock down the floater. 78-80, 5:30 to go here in the third. Maxey bringing it down, being guarded by Mitchell, coming to his right, stops, pulls it out, swings it out to Embiid. Embiid has it up top. Stop, turn, half spin, backing down. Bam, has it in the paint, fall away, mid-range shot comes up short, can't get the friendly roll. Bam with the rebound, he's pushing the other way. They're looking to either tie or take the lead. Herro, pump fakes, swings it out to Bam. They're looking for the lead. Give it to me. He gives it to me. Bam Adebayo lines it up from three-point range, 81-80. There you go, Miami. There you go. You finally retook the lead here. Their first lead since it was 3-2 early in the first quarter. Maxey has it up top. He's being guarded by Wiggins. They spray out. Oubre trying to answer right back, and he does just that. Sprinkling a little bit of cold water on Miami, who's sizzling right now. Pump fake from Herro down the lane, kicks it out. Wiggins an open right corner three. He can't get it to go. Bam with the putback. He can't get the putback to go. Quick outlet to Edgecombe. Edgecombe, full head of steam. He's going to pull it back out. Miami does a good job getting back on defense. Gets it back out to Maxey. Maxey dancing with it a little bit against Wiggins. Has it up top. Coming off the Embiid screen, crossing over to his left, spins to his right, down the lane, gets swatted out of there by Andrew Wiggins. Nice recovery for Big Wig there. Lionel Mona's a double Lionel. Daniel Dash said they need a lottery pick from the stack draft. They're not going to get into the lottery. They're going to be in the play-in. There's no way they could do it. They are too far ahead of the team that's in 11th place right now in the West. I guess they could lose the play-in and then enter the lottery, but they'd have less than a 1% chance of winning the lottery. They get it in the Maxey, stops, turns, spins, throws up the floater, fading away from the basket, and he got it to go. Quick move from Tyrese Maxey there off the inbound. Mitchell has it on the right wing. Mitchell dancing with it against Maxey, crosses over to his right, tries to go for the scoop layup, and it's out of bounds off of Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell has had nothing going tonight. He knocked down a three early in the first quarter, and that's really the only shot he's made tonight. Actually, that is just flat out the only shot he's made tonight. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Not even doing a very good job of setting up his teammates with only 2 assists tonight with a couple of turnovers. I don't know if that counts as a turnover. He's just blocked out of bounds off of Mitchell. I guess it does count as a turnover. He turned it over right back to Philly. Out of bounds off of him. Here comes Philly. Maxey has it up top. Under 4 to go in this third quarter. Maxey pulls it out, swings it over to Oubre. Oubre being guarded by Herro. Dancing with it, crosses over, stops, turns, spins to his right, to the basket. Two-handed slam against Tyler Herro for Kelly Oubre. And just like that, Philly pushes it right back up to 6. Miami has it on the other end. Herro dancing with it against Oubre. Blows past him, knocks down the floater between Oubre and Edgecombe there. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Mitchell. Coming to his right after double screen. Maxey being guarded by Adebayo now over to Oubre. Oubre recklessly throws it away. Herro able to easily pick it off, but he stops before crossing the half-court line and finally finds Jaquez. Jaquez gets it to Bam. Bam swings through to his left, trying to bully his way to the basket against Maxey, and he does just that and gets the layup to go for big Bam Adebayo down low. Getting the layup over Maxey on the switch there, on the cross match. Here comes Tyrese Maxey bringing it down, 87-85, under 3 to go. Maxey being guarded by Herro. He's telling everybody to clear out. I'm going to cook him. Drives to his right, blows right past him. Down the lane, scoop layup with the left hand. Got it to go for Tyrese Maxey. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. Timeout for Miami. 89-85. I was hoping Miami was not going to go down quietly, and I'm happy that they are not. Daniel Dash said, if you miss the top 8, etc., we'll take no. Well, you'll be in the play-in. And if you win your games in the play-in, you go into the playoffs. So it's not about missing the top 8. It's about losing your games in the play-in, which they will be in the play-in because they can't lose enough to fall out of it. They've already won too much. Twilson said, my Bulls would definitely be in the lottery now? I didn't know you were a Bulls fan, Twilson. Yeah, how far can you get, though? How far can Chicago get? Not too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're 4th in the East. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're like a 9. And we've seen late teams like that win the lottery. Dallas won it last year, famously or infamously won it last year with the 11th pick. But sitting at 9 for Chicago. It is a stacked draft, so who knows? Who knows? Bryce said, yay, we led for 1% of the game. Well, you're right back into it. Right? And that's all you could ask for is to be into it. Hopefully you could sneak this one out at the end. Daniel Dash said, number 10 pick to help Dame with a deeper squad. 27-28 NBA championship tilt. You can see the vision. You could for sure see the vision. Some more development from Klingon. You get the breakout season from Scoot Henderson next year, right? With a healthy season. You have whatever pick you have coming to you. Maybe you win the lottery. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Daniel Dash said, home court versus 9, in 9 versus 10, playing and then lose to the Warriors? I mean, if the Warriors get there, we'll see what's going on with Phoenix. If Phoenix can somehow get, if they could somehow get Dillon Brooks back with a broken hand, which obviously does not look very good. What was the prognosis with Dillon Brooks, by the way? Because they said they didn't give us a timetable initially when we were watching the game and he broke his hand. We watched that game. We covered that game. What was the prognosis with him? 4 to 6 weeks, and that was February 23rd. 4 to 6 weeks. Put you where? 23rd. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4-week mark. That puts you at the 23rd. And the final game is like the 18th or something like that. The 12th. Oh, yeah, he's done. He's done. He will not be available for those play-in games. Yeah, that sucks for the Suns, man. That really sucks. All right, here we go. Jaquez, a follow-away jumper in the paint. Rattles it in for Jaime Jaquez coming out of the timeout. It's back to a 2-point game. 2:30 to go. Campaign bringing it down. They hand it off to Grimes up top, being guarded by Wiggins. Looks like Miami's in a little 1-3-1 zone. A little 2-3 zone maybe now. They get it over to Maxey. Curling to his right, now spinning to his left to kick it out to Grimes. Another open look for Grimes. In and out, can't get it to stay. Bam, knocking the rebound to himself. Adembona battling for it. Jakuchona steals it. Home run past Fontecchio. And Fontecchio gets a layup to go. What a play from the rookie. Good league out from Fontecchio, and they tie it up at 89 again, under 2 in this third quarter. Maxey has it up top. It starts off as a 1-3-1 zone, and then it kind of morphs eventually into a 2-3 zone. Interesting principles here for Miami zone. It's still 1-3-1. They get it down low to Bona, bullying his way in the paint, goes up with the reverse layup over Bam, got it to go. A lot of trust in Bam Adebayo under the rim like that. Bam loses the handle on the ball, and Maxey picks it up. Bam trying to get a little too fancy. Fontecchio intentionally fouls Maxey. Maxey looking for the clear path foul. I don't think he's going to get it, though. 1:25 to go. Nadigo said, what's the vision for the Suns to get out of the league average muck? I just don't see it. The vision is to just be good and not be a disaster the way they were the last 2 years with Durant. Just be good for a little bit and just work with that. Just work with that. You have Devin Booker in his prime. And just try to flip value for value and try to rebuild a contender around Devin Booker at some point over the next couple of years. That's the vision. Campaign will fire a 3, can't get it to go. This zone is throwing off Philly here. Hit ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins getting out on the break. Kicks it out to Jakuchonis, left corner 3. Throws up an air ball. Not a great shot for Jakuchonis. Maybe the basketball gods answering that because it looked like Wiggins traveled with it. Campaign will stop and pop for a 3 and splash it. Look at once a Nick, always a Nick. Campaign coming through here with under a minute to go. Fontecchio has it on the right wing. They get it over to Jakuchonis. Back up top to Jaquez, crossing over to his left, down the lane, throws up the floater. Bouncing on the rim, can't get the friendly roll. Kel'el Ware right there, battling on the offensive glass, tipped it to himself and lays it up and in There's Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware lives. There he is. Campaign gets it up top to Maxey. Catches, pump fake, jab step, driving to his left on Wiggins. Stop, leans in, fall away, kicks it out the last second of Campaign. Extra pass to Barlow. They'll live with Barlow threes, but he'll make them pay, knocking them down out of the corner. Here comes Jaquez bringing it down the other way. Jaquez has it on the left wing, being guarded by Barlow. Up top to Fontecchio, back to Jaquez. We'll pull it out. 15 seconds to go. My timer's off, but it's all right. I got you guys. 10 seconds to go. Jaquez in and out dribble. Driving to his right. Stop. Turn. Spin. He gets pickpocketed by Maxey. Maxey pushing it the other way. Reverse scoop layup. Can't get it to go. But a damn boner right there with the layup. And Maxey screaming at the ref. A half-court heave for Jaquez. Can't get it to go. And a technical for Tyrese Maxey screaming at the ref. And I think they took one of the threes away from Philly. They took one of the threes away from Philly because that layup gives them 98 points. G-Force and Embiid still good. Embiid seems still good. He's still on the bench. He came out for his regular rush. Maxey getting very frustrated right now, though. Maxey stuck on 24 points. He had 20 first quarter points. He's only scored 4 points in the second and the third combined. See if he can get it going here in the fourth quarter. But this zone has stifled the play of Tyrese Maxey. He's not getting good looks anymore. He's not able to attack the angles of the zone because he's getting double teamed, forcing him to kick it out and trust his teammates. Now, Barlow has come through tonight. They called Barlow's three along too. That's what it is because he's 3 for 3 from the floor for 6 points. Maxey with 24, obviously, but Bono with 4. Campaign knocked down to 3. Grimes with 9. They're doing just enough to keep this lead against Miami here. 98-91 at the end of 3. Throw 12 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter time. May the best team win. Philly with a 7-point lead. John Brennan, what's up, John? Daniel Dash said Sixers finished strong in the third period. They did. They gave up a big lead. Their big lead back to Miami. Miami actually took the lead for a hot second there. Led by 1 before Miami rushed back down and took the lead again. But a 7-point lead here, built up at the end of the quarter. Nice, strong end to the quarter here. Daniel Dash said Hornets lead by 23, as they should. Tonight is definitely the blowout association in full effect. The blowout association in full effect. You have blowout matchups going on tonight. Hornets should be blowing out the Pacers, and they are. You got Heat 76ers, which should be a good game, and it is. But the Hawks should be blowing out the Wizards, and they are. Spurs should be blowing out the Nets, and they are. The Rockets and the Magic locked in a tight one. It's a 10-point lead for the Magic, but that's not necessarily a blowout. Blazers locked in a tight one against the Bulls. Kings and the Mavericks should be locked in a tight one here tonight. And then you got Lakers, Suns later tonight, and then you got Pelicans, Jazz, and Timberwolves, Clippers will round out the entire NBA slate tonight. Joe said, check out the score of the Pacers game. Oh, we've been keeping an eye on it. They're getting blown out. What is that, 27? Yeah, I can do math. I can do quick math in my head. You see that? Don't ever forget it. Chef, you kind of smart. 27-point lead for the Hornets. Yeah, I mean, Pacers not very good. I'm sure they're sitting a couple of guys here tonight as well. They're not playing the Knicks, so they're trying to lose the game. If the Hornets wore orange and blue tonight, the Pacers would mistake them for the New York Knicks and play as if it's a playoff game. All right, here we go. The Fontecchio did knock down that technical free throw, so it is 90. Oh, they gave him a three-point shot back. Never mind, it's 99-92 now. Okay. Yeah, they did. They gave him the three-point shot back. So now it's up to 7 for Barlow. It's 99-92. It's still 7 after the technical free throw. Edgecombe throws up a 3, comes up well short. It looked like it went through the basket. That's how short it was. Jaquez has it in the lane. They kick it out to Ware. Ware doesn't want to shoot the 3. They get over to Fontecchio. Fontecchio gets it back up top to Jaquez, putting his head down, attacking down the lane, kicks it out. Fontecchio wide open, left corner 3. Can't get it to go. Ware right there for the rebound, but he can't get the putback. And then an off-ball foul on Campaign. Campaign losing his cool a little bit there. Come on, brother. Come on, Campaign. Muscling up against Jakuchonis there. Nadigo said, Jaden Ivey hurt again. Coach knew he couldn't handle more minutes. Ivy's been hurt for a while. They ruled him out a while ago. He's hurt. That's not new. That's not new news. Just that to that crappy second killed the Heat. It did. It did. Antonio Hutchinson. What's up, Antonio? You think Wiggins scored 2 more threes? He could. He could. Wiggins driving it down against Edgecombe. Backing him down. Backing him down. Stops, turns, pump fake, leans in, draws the foul on VJ Edgecombe. And it'll send him Wiggins to the foul line for 2 free throws. Bryce said, let's close strong, Miami. I definitely like Miami in a game in which they're trailing by a decent amount versus a game in which they're leading by a different amount. Miami is known to blow leads. Let's see if actually having a lead will do them some good tonight. Or actually trailing in a game will do them some good tonight. East Bay said, you doing another game tonight? No, today is just the lone coverage of Miami versus 76ers. There's not really another game on the schedule that I think is worth covering. The only other game we considered was a game that's going on right now in Orlando taking on Houston. So we're only going to cover the one game tonight. Wiggins knocks down both free throws. Campaign bringing it down. They're out there with Barlow, Embiid, Edgecombe, Campaign, and Grimes. Maxey starts the fourth on the bench, as usual. Embiid has it. High post, being guarded by Jaquez. Driving to his left, leaning in. Pump fake, tries to step through, throws up the floater, comes up short, battle for the rebound, knock loose. Edgecombe picks it up, kicks it out. Grimes, left corner three, has been on it tonight, but comes up short on that one. Long rebound. Jaquez chases it down. He's got one man to beat in Quinn Grimes. In a Campaign, blows past him and gets the scoop layup with the right hand. Look at Jaime Jaquez out on the break. It's a 3-point game. They try to lob it down low to Embiid, but Jakuchonis knocks it loose, but right back to Edgecombe. Grimes has it, kicks it out to Barlow, up top to Payne, over to Grimes, down the lane, leaves it off to Embiid. Embiid can't handle the pass, loose ball, diving on the floor for it. Edgecombe rips it away, and he's going to be tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Good effort from both sides. Daniel Dash said, Miami's a lottery team. I don't know what Miami is. I'm not going to lie. Some nights they look really good, and some nights they're not. I tell you what, they're not winning a playoff series, which is obviously a statement that's not going to surprise anybody. Nadigo said, who do you think comes out of the play-in tournament? I got Orlando and Charlotte. We got to see who makes it first. Hard to tell. We got to see who makes it first. Play-in tournament not set for either conference right now. Miami wins the tip. They get it over to Wiggins. Wiggins driving it down, stops, turns, spins, and pulls it out. Wiggins dancing with it. Step back three for Wiggins. Got it to go for Andrew Wiggins. And it's a tied ball game again. Tied at 99. Edgecombe up top, jab step, coming down the lane against Wiggins. Stops, turns, kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Jakuchonis. Jakuchonis has had some nice defensive plays here tonight. Adebayo has it up top. Gets it over to Jaquez. Jaquez driving to his right. Stop. Pulls it out. Leaves it off for Bam. Bam, the straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Embiid comes flying in for the rebound. Quick outlet to Payne. Payne bringing it down the other way. He's going to stop and pop a Campaign shot. If I've ever seen one, Campaign knocks it down. Love me some Campaign. The Knick legend. Cameron Payne. Philly needed a basket. Payne delivers. Jakuchonis dancing around the Adebayo screen up top to Jaquez. He'll try to respond with a three. Way up on that one. He throws up a brick and a loose ball foul on Campaign trying to box out Fontecchio. Fontecchio just kind of falls over the back of Campaign. Campaign can't believe the call. RLP said, funny you say that you were debating on covering Orlando versus Houston, because that's the game I was thinking you would. Plus, I got money on Orlando. Yeah, we thought about it, but we've covered so many Houston games this season. We recently covered a couple of Orlando games, so figured it's been a while since we covered Miami or Philly. Figured let's get a Miami and Philly game in there. Right? It's been a while. Let's see what they're looking like right now post All-Star break. Embiid looking for the foul. Can't get the foul line jumper to go. More focused on trying to get the foul called and make the shot. Wiggins has it in the post, leans in, kicks it out to Bam Adebayo, pump fakes, hesitates from three, leans in, puts up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. Embiid rips down the rebound, gets smacked in the face, and a foul is called. Lana Mona said, campaign is back. Back like he never left. He said, don't you forget about me. Don't you dare forget about me. So nobody in the bonus yet. Philly would just bring the ball down after the foul. Embiid took his sweet time getting about the floor. He did get smacked in the face. Under 9 to go. Edgecombe has it up top, dancing with it. Crosses over to his left on Larson. Larson back in the game. Hold on. This is about to go the other way for Miami here. As Edgecombe steps back for a foul line fall-away jumper on Larson and draws the foul as he gets it to go down. Just that said, Giannis playing tomorrow? Is he really? Not surprising that you put Edgecombe in the game and immediately things go bad. I mean, not Edgecombe. You put Larson back in the game and immediately things go bad for Miami. Larson has been mostly a disaster tonight. 8:30 to go here. Jaquez gets it over to Larson. Larson up top gets it over to Adebayo. Adebayo gets it over to Jaquez. Swings through to his right, crosses over to his left, spins to his right, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Larson does knock the rebound out to Jaquez. Swing it over to Bam. Bam's going to step back for a three over Embiid. In and out, can't get it to stay. Fight for the rebound. Campaign ends up with it. Payne bringing it down. Payne dancing around the screen. A stop and pop three. Way off on that one. Tyler Herro with the rebound. He's back in. Hit ahead to Jaquez. Jaquez down the lane. Flips it up. Rattles it down for Jaime Jaquez. Just that said, Larson a minus 13. I mean, it was worse at halftime. It was indeed worse at halftime. Campaign bringing it down. They get it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe hands it off to Grimes. Coming to his right off the Embiid screen. Trying to get it to Embiid. They do. Embiid driving to his left on Jaquez. Flips it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Again, too busy trying to foul bait. But Barlow sneaks there and steals the pass attempt from Jakučonis. Just a lazy pass attempt from Jakučonis. I get he was falling out of bounds, but he did not have to throw that way. They get over to Bam. Barlow easily able to pick that off and get the putback. Herro spins in the lane. They kick it around. They run Bam off the line, draws the foul, and they say foul on the floor for Bam Adebayo. 7 minutes to go. Judge that said Payne has the green light. Ugly. It is an ugly jump shot. But he does have that green light. Lets it fly. RLP said, this seems like the best game to cover, though. Heat giving them a run for their money. Yeah, I mean, I think both games would have been solid. Jaime Jaquez a straightaway three. Throws up a brick, hit the side of the backboard. They get over to Herro. Get it over to Larson. Larson a three at the buzzer. Got it to go for Pell Larson. There you go, Pell Larson. And a timeout for Philly. Three-point game, 6:48 to go. We are approaching the halfway point of this fourth quarter here. 6:48 exactly, so we'll sync up our timer. Joe said, wait, Campaign's back? Campaign is back in the league, baby. He's back here for Philly. He is back and playing for Philly. Let's leave this here. Let's go over here. Wiggins with 16, Bam with 29 and 14 so far here tonight. He's hooping. Bam is hooping. Larson with 9. Davion Mitchell has also struggled tonight. 3 points, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. Just hasn't really had much of an impact. He is playing his usual brand of, really good defense, but that's about it. That's about it so far. Just that said, this has overtime written all over it. It does feel a little bit like an overtime type of game. G-Force and Maxey coming back, going to lead it for the W. Definitely could. I will say, after that first quarter, he struggled. He had 20 points in the first quarter. He's had 4 points since. Elmon, what's up, Elmon? Will Maxey come back? Maxey will definitely come back, probably after this time out here. But Powell went out earlier in the game with the groin injury. Davion Mitchell struggled a bit. Pelle Larsson just knocked down a three. He's trying to redeem himself after a rough night so far. Fontecchio, he's got 3 points. He knocked down that technical free throw for them. Jaquez with 16 points. He is 0 for 3 from three-point range. He is not a good three-point shooter at all. You can call me Elmo. Appreciate you, Elmo. Appreciate you. Gotcha, brother. Tyler Herro with 20 points off the bench in 25 minutes tonight, 7-14 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3, 4 boards, 6 assists. This is the type of performance they needed from Herro. Matter of fact, they needed a little bit more from Herro. Just as said, Grimes' usual OGA performance. Quinn Grimes tonight with, he's knocked down a bunch of threes, right? Quinn Grimes with 3 threes. He's only got 9 points, all of them coming from the three-point line. 4 boards, 4 turnovers, though, for Quinn Grimes. The Quinn Grimes, a full experience going on tonight. All right, here we go. Checking back in. Philly will bring the ball down. It's a 3-point game. Miami looking to apply a little bit of full-court press here. Edgecombe has it up top. Maxey is back in the game. Back to Edgecombe. Looks like Miami's back in that 1-3-1 zone with Kel'el Ware in the middle now. Edgecombe dancing with it against Larsson. Step back, fall away, mid-range shot. Got it to go for VJ Edgecombe. My goodness. Should not be that advanced on ball for a rookie. He's open. Larsson gets it over to Ware. Kel'el Ware, an open three. He's been quiet all night, but he gets that one to go. There you go, Kel'el Ware. Getting in on the action. His first made perimeter basket of the night. Now up to 5 points. The other one he made was just simply an offensive tip-in. Maxey gets it over to Barlow, tagging along the baseline. Pump fakes, got nowhere to go. Swings it out to Edgecombe, extra pass to Oubre, wide open right corner three, and Oubre responds right back with a three of his own. Every time it feels like Miami's made a shot to climb back into it, Philly's had a response. Jaku Chonis has it up top, being guarded by Oubre. Attacking to his right, pulls it out, swings it over to Larsson. Back to Jaku Chonis, over to Herro. Herro steps back, kicks it out. Jaquez has to fire up the three with the shot clock winding down. He got it to go. Jaquez responds with the three. Here comes Edgecombe over to Maxey. Wiggins at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. VJ Edgecombe driving it down to his right. Slips and falls, trying to save it over to Bona. Battle for it. Guys falling on the floor. It's going to be another jump ball. 5 minutes to go. It's going to be Bona and Jaquez. Jaku Chonis was also on the floor there battling for it. Elmo said, do you think Maxey has 4 more points? He could. He could, Elmo. If Philly wants to pull this one out, they're going to need somebody to step up. Right now it's VJ Edgecombe, but I assume one of the stars, either Maxey or Embiid, will be the ones to step up as the game winds down here. Antonio Hutcherson said, is Wiggins and Embiid coming back? Yes, they are. Miami won the tip. They knock it into the backcourt. But Kel'el Ware can grab it and it goes out of bounds. Come on, Kel'el Ware. I'm rooting for you, brother, but you gotta come through in these moments. Maxey gets it into Oubre. Oubre up top. Gets it over back to Maxey. They have a full 24 again. Maxey up top to get it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe back to Maxey. Under 5 to go now. Maxey comes to his right off the screen. Pump fake, swings it over to Oubre. Oubre puts up the three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Jaquez ends up with it. And Jaime Jaquez bringing it down. They get over to Wiggins. Wiggins has a lane, attacking. Euro steps, kicks it up top to Jaquez. Jaquez pump fakes from 3. Driving to his left down the lane. Tries to put up the scoop left with a left hand and gets blocked by Bona. Needed one more dribble for Jaquez or a pump fake or a spray out. Maxey dancing with it now, driving the other way. Scoop lay with the left hand. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact. No foul call yet again. Kel'el Ware with it. Home run pass to Oubre. Home run pass to Jaquez. Throws the lob up top to Wiggins. And Wiggins can't get the dunk to go down, but that's because he's fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. He could tie it up at 112 here. The Jaquez to Wiggins connection. That's a good foul from from Bona there. G4 said, wouldn't mind this going to overtime so all my stuff hits. I just want a good ending here. We got 4:22 to go. Wiggins knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Wiggins knocked the first one down. Knocks the second one down. Here comes VJ Edgecombe walking it down. Edgecombe up top, directing traffic to get over to Oubre. Up top to Maxey. Maxey back to Oubre. Oubre over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe has been the guy so far here in the fourth quarter. Another fall-away jumper, another basket for VJ Edgecombe. If he's doing this as a rookie, what is he going to look like in 3 or 4 years when he really starts to develop as a player? Jaquez dancing around the Ware screen. Stop. Gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins attacking to his right. Gets it back out to Herro. Now over to Fontecchio. Catches. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Leaves it off for Ware. Ware in the paint. Flips it up to the left-hand hook. Can't get it to go. Maxey rips away a rebound. He shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. Driving to his right. To the rim. Scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go for Tyrese Maxey. That looked like a great Gortat screen from Bona there and a timeout for the Miami Heat. Philly goes up by 4. Montaigne. What's up, Montaigne? Perfect time to bring Embiid back in? Probably. Probably bring Embiid back in any second here. We got 3:30 to go here. 4-point lead for Philly. Miami has battled back. Reno Biz with the Reno. Maxey's got to cover 39.5. He's got what? Maxey's got 26, 3, and 9. Well, you need 39.5. He's got 12. He got 38. So he needs one more or 2 more. So he needs one more basket, or a rebound, or an assist, or whatever. He'll probably get it. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? I'm doing good, Joe. How you doing? How you doing, brother? Ugh. Doing good, Joe. Glad to hear it, brother. Glad to hear it. Wiggins and Jaquez have mostly led the way here in this fourth quarter, along with Bam. They got to bring Bam back into this game at some point. I'd probably go to the double big lineup of Ware and Bam, and maybe pull Larson out of this game. We'll see. We'll see. Though I think Spoelstra would definitely take Ware out of this game after this timeout. We should also see Embiid coming back in for Bona at some point here. Probably after this timeout as well, with 3:30 to go. Crunch time. Gonna get the guys back in. I almost said we need that basket. Great commentary, by the way. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, Emil. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Hanging out with us. Reno said, need this little 500. Just bought new tires for my truck. Rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. Chicago wave. What's up, Chicago? Man, Bam can get locked down. He got lucky. I mean, Bam went toe-to-toe with Embiid. It was a great big man matchup tonight. Bryce said, Miami doesn't have the juice for an overtime. We need to end the game. Yeah, Yeah, I would love to see this end in regulation. I'm not a fan of either side, so one of these teams I'd like to see walk away with a victory in the regulation here. Here we go. Miami bringing it down. Would be fun to see Miami pull it off, though. Miami has it up top, coming to his right. Jaquez gets it over to Larson, who remains in the game. Bam in for Ware, though, like we thought. Herro throws up the floater and gets it to go. It's a nice, tough shot for Tyler Herro. 116, 114. Maxey gets it to Edgecombe. Edgecombe bringing it down. Back to Maxey. And they're back in this, it looks like a 2-3 zone now. Yeah, it looks like a traditional 2-3 zone. They get it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe dancing with it against Wiggins. Driving it to his left. Hesitates. Ball knocked out of his hands. Oh no, just loses the ball. It's good defense from Wiggins. Staying in his stance. Staying in front of Edgecombe there, who's been cooking in this fourth quarter. Wiggins forces the turnover. Herro, pump fakes. Being guarded by Barlow. Double step back three for Herro. He got it to go. And a lead for Miami. There you go, Tyler Herro. There you go, Miami. 2:30 to go. Edgecombe up top, back to Maxey. Maxey being guarded by Wiggins. Over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe back to Maxey. A lot of standing around for Philly here. They get into the Barlow. Back out to Maxey down the lane. Draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Tyler Herro's got it cooking here in the fourth quarter now. Scored the last 5 buckets for Miami. But Maxey will go to the foul line for 2 here. Trying to retake this lead. 117, 116. Maxey knocks down the first one. Ties it up. Got one more free throw coming, trying to take the lead. It looks like Embiid's done for the night. 2:20 to go. Still not back in this game. He is just coming back from the injury, so might be on a... he's definitely on a minutes restriction. East Bay said, you doing Warriors versus Lakers Saturday? I have not planned that far ahead. Kind of take it on a night-to-night basis. We will be covering the Knicks game tomorrow. Maxey knocks down his other free throw. They get it to Herro, cutting across the lane, spins, steps through, scoop layup with the left hand, smokes the layup for Tyler Herro. Good defense from Edgecombe there. And a 2-minute mark. Maxey driving to his right, pump fake, tries to step through, kicks it out to Edgecombe. They get it over to Maxey. Pell Larson knocks into the backcourt. Maxey has it up top, 10 on the shot clock. He's going to isolate. Maxey definitely hunting that 3, gets it over to Oubre for a 3. Oubre, a dagger of a 3 there. 4-point lead for Philly now. 121-117. Jaquez has it on the right wing. Crosses over, stops, spins. Up top to Adebayo. Being guarded by Bona. Swings through to his right, out to Jaquez. Jaquez gets the airspace closed out. He can't take the 3. So he's going to dance with it. Crosses over in the lane, kicks it out. Bam, he'll fire the 3 over Bona. Can't get it to go. Everybody crashing, battling for the loose ball. Barlow ends up with it, hands it off to Maxey, and Maxey quickly rushes it down the other end of the court. Maxey has it on the left wing, being guarded by Jaquez. Crosses over to his right, pulls it out, directing everybody away from him. He's one-on-one against Jaquez. He said, my name is Tyrese Maxey. I'm all-NBA. Watch me cook. Between the legs, double between the legs, cross over to his right floater. Gets the friendly roll, and it goes down for Tyrese Maxey. And he got a little flex to him right now as he forces Miami to call the timeout. And that will be a 6-point lead with 1 minute to go for the Philadelphia 76ers here at home. Joe said the Knicks need to tighten up tomorrow. They do. They do. Are we covering any other games tomorrow? They wave it off. They wave off the basket. Offensive basket interference for Adem Bona. It's Cavs Pistons. Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. It's Cavs Pistons earlier in the day, but we don't have time to do that because the Knicks play at 8, unfortunately. This is actually no James Harden. I'm not as interested in that game. We got the Bucks tomorrow. That's why he said Jan is possibly playing tomorrow. I doubt it. I think we would have heard about it. Although, It's in Milwaukee, though. But everybody loves playing against the Knicks. Everybody gets healthy when it's time to play the Knicks. So we can check their injury report real quick. He's out. They already listed him as out. He's out for tomorrow's game. Any other coverage tomorrow? No, we don't have time to. We do have Nuggets Thunder later in the night, but the Knicks game starts at 8, so it would end around 10:30, and that'll bring us to halftime in Nuggets Thunder. So we're only covering the Knicks game tomorrow. All right, here we go. They waved that 2-point basket off, so it's still a 4-point game, and we got a minute to go. Larson gets it into Bam. Bam being guarded by Embiid. They put him back in for the final minute of the game here. Herro coming to his right. Herro, the pull-up three over Maxey. Well contested. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Edge comes, secures it. And now Maxey will bring it down. And this feels like it's about to end. The High Vibe with a very generous super chat. What's up, High Vibe? Shout out to Charlotte Hornets, High Vibe. He said the Hornets are coming for everybody. The team nobody wants to see in the playoffs. That's for sure. That's for sure. Win, lose, or draw, the Hornets are taking a bite out of somebody. It looks like Philly's going to pull this one out as Maxey drives it down, kicks it out to Embiid. That could be it. And that is going to wrap it up as Embiid knocks down the three with 30 seconds to go. And it is up to 7. It is up to 7 now. And that's going to be the dagger right there. Kay Hazy said, Maxey has 5 steals again. This man is insane. Stepped it up when they needed it most. 28, 3, and 11 for Maxey. If anybody needed the 39 and a half, whatever it was, he got it. He got two more assists. Always love seeing you in the chat. Hi, Vibe. Wayne said, it's better to listen to Chevy's commentary than watching the actual gameplay. Wow, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. What a compliment. I love the emotion he expresses between every play with the super accurate descriptions. I've turned away from watching. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. I try. Joe said Jose Alvarado's a good addition to the Knicks. He is. He's got to continue to play well, though. He's kind of been up and down with the Knicks so far. Foong Pei said, "Grats, Philly. You don't let cheese stains weaken your shell." Joe said, just had to bring that up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Knicks game tomorrow against. Looking forward to the game tomorrow against the Bucks. Need a good, solid victory to get that sour taste of that Cleveland performance out of our mouths, right? Reno said, I've been watching for a minute, but hardly comment. Always like, though. Appreciate you, Reno. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for that. I really, really do. Really do, man. Thank you. All right, so Miami is going to try to pull off the impossible here. You obviously need like a quick 3, a steal, another quick shot. Wiggins loses the handle. Jaquez picks it up, and he gets fouled by Oubre. Jones Jen said, we appreciate you, Chefy. I mean, all I do is hit the go live button. That's all I do. I don't do anything special. I just hit the go live button, and you guys decide to hang out with me. We just watching sports together. They get it into Larson. Larson too nonchalant with the ball in his hands. Go, 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 go. You don't have time. You're down 7. Jaquez has to fire up a 3 falling away. Can't get it to go. That'll wrap it up. Maxey with the rebound. And he'll dribble out the clock. And that's going to wrap that one up right there. Maxey ends the... Oh, all right. Maxey ends the night with 28 and 11. 5 steals. 1 turnover for Tyrese Maxey. Embiid ends the night with 26 and 11. Really good night for the 2 stars. They eventually got guys to chip in. Oubre ends the night with 21. Edgecombe ends the night with 19. Really nice contributions all around from everybody for Philadelphia. 9 points off the bench for Grimes. 6 points for Campaign. 4 for Bona. As far as Miami goes, they just didn't have enough in the tank. 29 and 14 for Bam Adebayo. A nice effort. 4 for 8 from 3. He let it fly tonight for sure. Norman Powell only played the 10 minutes with the injury. Obviously, affected Miami's ability to keep up offensively with them. Jaime Jaquez, 19, 5, and 2. And Tyler Herro with 25 points off the bench today. 4 boards, 7 assists. He did his thing. He tried, but not enough. Not enough. Bruce Fowler said, that's why we tune in. This is my first year in the chat. Can't imagine Sheffield losing his mind last year versus Boston. I mean, it's still up. You can go watch them. You can just fast forward to the fourth quarter comebacks. They're still up. They're still there. Jovic said 2 for 6 from 3 from Embiid. I thought he'd have more. Yeah, he knocked down 2 early ones, and then the three-point shot kind of abandoned him a little bit, so he started to post his way closer towards the basket and get more mid-range shots from there. But let's go around the league one last time before we sign off here tonight. So the Hawks blowing out the Wizards, to be expected. Spurs blowing out the Nets, to be expected. The Rockets and the Magic locked in a tight game, to be expected. This was the other option we thought about maybe doing this one. Rose Q trading with the bros. Hey, I like the chef hat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Joe says, have a good night. Have a good night to you, Joe. Have a good night to you, brother. Bruce said, I'm going to check those out. Absolutely. They're still up there. They're not hard to find because they're in the playoffs. Blazers and Bulls locked in a tight one. They are at halftime. What did my guy Scoot Henderson do after finally getting back in the game from foul trouble? 10 points. Hey, he came in and hooped. He came in and hooped in that second quarter. 10 points, a rebound, and assist. My guy Scoot Henderson. Yep. The Fleas said Knicks better not ruin the weekend. They better not. 11 for Vic Krejci as well off the bench for Portland. Our guy Gershon Yabusele, 2 points. 2 points tonight for Big Gersh. Everybody else? Any other games that wrapped up? Yeah, the Hornets blew out the Pacers, to be expected. And that's going to be pretty much it. Suns Lakers have tipped off. Kings with a 12-point lead over the Mavs. That's the battle of the bottom right there. Bottom of the tankers. Tank battle going on. And then you got Pelicans Jazz halfway through their first quarter. And then the late night game, you got Timberwolves Clippers. But that's going to wrap up our coverage of the NBA tonight. We will be back tomorrow with the Knicks game. It is an 8 o'clock start time, so we'll be live at 7:30. It is in Milwaukee. We are not in the Garden. It is a game in Milwaukee. Son Jen said, gonna go make Aiden jokes and hope for the best. Let him fly, brother. Let him fly. That recent quote that came out from him was kind of wild. I didn't read the full article, but the quote was wild. And it's definitely emblematic of his approach throughout the entirety of his NBA career. If he has not been half the player that Clint Capella was in his prime. So, wild quote to come out. High Vibe said, Knicks still my fave to win the East. Slower playoff pace. Beat Celtics with Tatum last year. Have more depth in scoring. I hope so, High Vibe. I hope so. But we're going to have to wait for that to come. We still got a little over 20 games to go. So a lot more to see here in the regular season. But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up now. Shout out to all of the channel members here tonight. Whether you were gifted a membership, and shout out my guy Sons Jen for gifting 5 more memberships tonight. My goodness, brother, appreciate you. So whether you were gifted a membership or you became a member upon your own volition, I appreciate you guys nonetheless. Thank you guys for all of the support. Thank you to all of the super chatters tonight. My guy Bruce Fowler, my guy The High Vibe came in tonight too. The Fleas, as always, appreciate you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow with some more basketball coverage. Remember to brush deep before bed, y'all. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye. Oh, bye.